I'm waiting for Keanu. All I'm doing is waiting for Keanu because I can start.
What are you waiting for Keanu for? Keanu never does anything. You just walk right out of the thing.
Isn't that exciting? Okay, we're going to do it. Whee! 1, 2, and bing, bing, bing. Bing, bing, bing. Bing, 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 bing.
Keanucthompson. Keanu!
The host, a stand-up comic, is wearing glittery devil horns.
One is just so untoward.
That's hard to do. I'm going to create the energy with my dancing. Harry. Love it. Can't get enough. We can't, Michaeline. Look.
Just waiting for this vodka to kick in.
Hello, everyone. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you feel me? Wee! I'll start screaming. If you can't, tell me now. I believe you can. Hi. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Kiki Live. Keanu Live. I'm not going to apologize for being late. There's an actual good reason I'm here a bit late. I was trying to, my dear husband, you know him. He's gay. He, many things that are interesting about him. He was doing Chrissy Mayer's show in her live studio. So all right, listen. It's a good reason for me to be late. They just ended. So I thought, let me not step on their toes. Let me start it now. Because let's be honest, you'd all be over there watching, and I didn't want to, sit here and twiddle my thumbs. Yes. So make sure you go and check out Eugene Visconti, my dear husband, on Nightmare with Chrissy Mayer. They just ended. So
he's gay, but he has a special connection to classical music. There's many things that are interesting about him.
Yes, there's many things that are interesting about him. Yes. And also I did a pre-record for Keanu Cast with Michaeline before this. So also I'm fucking listen, don't rush me. Number one. Number two, Ashley Marie Thornton sent me a video as it's not that you're rude. It's just that it's like a mental illness. I'm going to show you that clip too. So says that man on Fox News. So, hi, I'm Keanu. I'm mentally ill. Clip it. Anyway, hi, darlings. Hi, darlings. Hi, everyone. We're going to have fun. We're going to have some fun. So much to cover. So much to talk about. Of course, it's been covered to death. The Coldplay kiss heard round the world with a CEO of a company I don't even know, but Jesus Christ, is that funny? And he may just pop in as a special guest. Also, I've got some cute Khloe Kardashian stuff. If you're not listening to her podcast, definitely listen to it. I like it a lot. Khloe in Wonderland. And then, of course, we have to cover the ladies of the hour. And it's not actually I'll explain later. I'm not going to sit around and shit on the Pretty Antisocial podcast, but I am going to watch one of their clips and comment along. I'll tell you a little bit about that later. Hi, cuties. Michaeline. Hi, McGuinevere. The original Butt Rug Babies are here. So everybody, listen. It's Keanu Live. Grab a White Claw or whatever your beverage is. Grab a cigarette or whatever your oral fixation is and buckle the fuck in. Kiki bucks are in order. Kiki bucks are in order for all. 1 million, trillion, gazillion, 85 schmamillion. Kiki bucks for everyone here. And maybe, and You know what? 85 million trillion gazillion gazillion yen Kiki bucks for everyone here since I was late. How about that? There you go. All right. All right. Do we all feel better? And 85,000 Kiki coins.
Wow.
Yay. So we will have the newest Keanu cast coming out. I won't premiere it tonight, but I will premiere it in the morning. And boy, was it a good episode. If you're not listening to Keanu cast wherever you find your podcasts, I don't know what you're doing with your life. It's like very upsetting. And if you are a member here, you can watch the Keanu cast. So become a member if you're not a member. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And do all the things because it's important to us. Chris Thompson. Oh, thank you for the $5, Chris Thompson. Happy 100th episode. Love ya. Thank you, Chris. You know what? It is my 100th Keanu live. So shower me with praise. Thank you, Chris. And you know what happens around here when you shower us with a super chat? You get a Kiki bond. Here you go, Chris. Thank you, Chris. I was so busy. I was so busy talking to all of my dear friends here. I had to relight my cigarette. It's wild. Yeah, so we're going to get into it. I'm not here to shit on I was going to even maybe send the ladies of the Pretty Antisocial podcast a message and say, I'm not here to shit on you. I put you in the thumbnail because I'm going to maybe just a friendly debate on what they covered. So that'll be probably the most interesting topic. Other than that, we've got Chloe talking about Rob Kardashian, who we haven't heard Rob's voice in like 100 years. And also the Coldplay kiss cam. Of course, that's crazy. It's crazy. Keanu, I thought you only smoked on the dance floor. It's so. You know what? I have no idea if I never know. Let me just say something because it's a sassy, very late. We're into tomorrow now here on Eastern Standard Time. I don't know if you like me or not. Every time I see that picture and that name, you say mean things sometimes, and then it's like a thing. I have no idea if you're a fan or a hater, but sometimes I like that. Keeps me on my toes. I don't know what that means. Smoked on the dance floor. I'm a great dancer. Okay, here we are. There's one. No one likes you, honestly. Thank you, Trash Can Jim. Enjoy your band. Aaron James. First of all, Trash Can. It's my 20th Keanu. I'm sorry. Jesus God. I was looking at the super chat. It's my 100th Keanu live. Have some decorum. I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care if you don't like me. I like that you don't like me. Aaron James, thank you for the $20 super chat. To you, Keanu, in respect to the mister. Thank you. We love you, Aaron James. You're so good to us. Here's your Kiki bond. Thank you, Aaron. That is too kind. Oh my gosh. I had a rabble-rousing episode with Ashley last night. We had fun. God, do I love that gal. Jesus, we're finding our footing. Kiki and Ashley, we do a live stream on my channel on Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're finding our footing, but goodness gracious, is it fun just hanging out and talking with her? It really is. We cover a little drama. We cover some girly stuff. So everyone, I think she has a YouTube channel too. So go subscribe to it. And I've told her, ease back on the go live button if you've had a couple. But she knows that. Who hasn't had a few drinks and, you know, hit that go live button? I know I've done it. So still go subscribe to her channel. But again, she's just a lovely human being. And we have fun together, for Christ's sake. So So if you weren't here last night watching us live, it's still up there on my channel. Go ahead, take a look at the episode. We of course covered Melty Poo. And we don't want to cover him. We don't want to be mean to him, but we had to. He forced our hand. So we're going to have to do it a little bit again tonight. And when I say it's just me. Eugene is it all the way wherever Chrissy lives. Well, I don't want to dox her, wherever she is. So buckle the fuck in. We're going to have so fun. We're going to have so much fun. Bing, 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 bing. La, la, la. What shall we start with? First of all, my dear friend Ashley sent me this, and I would like for you to know that it's not my fault I'm late. I'm just mentally ill. I have no concept of time, and I can read a clock. I drew it incorrectly one time, but I just felt that this was cute. Ashley, thank you for sending this to me. She said to me, Keanu, you are not late. You have a mental illness. And this is Greg Gutfeld affirming that for me. So thanks, Ashley. Here you go. Look at that. Look at that.
Medical experts, whoever they are, say time. Medical experts, whoever they are, say time blindness is a real thing. Apparently, it's a mental condition that disrupts a person's ability.
See?
To estimate how long it will take to complete tasks. It affects everything from daily routines to long-term productivity. Medical experts, whoever they are, say time blindness is a real thing. Apparently, it's a mental condition.
And look at that lady. Look at that lady right now. She looks like she's a pretty, lovely woman who she's like, I have time. But she looks like she has a high-powered job, so I'm not fucked. Greg Gutfeld said so, that I'm just mentally ill. Guys, listen, I was trying to be polite and not start streaming until Eugene and Chrissy were done. And also, to get our guest ready, all right? So don't at me, all right? Listen. Also, if you're new around here and you want to boo me for being late, you must be new around here. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Yes, she did make me late. I don't know where she is. Probably under the bed. She won't come out and she'll be like, when Eugene gets home. My God, let me tell you that. Gino and I were in, what the fuck were we? What were we doing? We had a show. Yes, Ohio. We had a show. God damn, what a marvelous show that was. We had the best time. Larry Baya, me, Gino hosted. It was a fucking bacchanal. We get home. Gino is like, you can go in. I'll find a parking spot. The cat is like, oh my God, here he is. Here's Gino. I'm so excited. It's going to be Gino. Mew, mew, mew. I'm so excited to see you, Daddy. And then I walk in. I'm like, hi, Petunia. That's what I call her. I renamed her. She may as well have thrown up. And then I'm like, hi, Petunia. And then I'm like, it's okay. He'll be here soon. She bit through my tennis shoe. She was and I wear these tennis shoes around the house. Bing, 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 bing. I wear them around the house because you never know where she'll strike, but she's never bit through it before. It's just, she was so disappointed to see me. I was like, oh my God. And then the moment he walks in, she's like, I missed you. He's like, are you girls getting along? I'm like, no, we're not. She drew blood through my tennis shoe. Through my tennis shoe. It's a ridiculous, ridiculous cat. And then she acts like nothing happened. And he doesn't believe me and she can't talk. So what are we going to do? What are we going to do? I don't know. I'm fucking still completely, I needed, if you listened to Kiki and Ashley yesterday I had a free personal training session at my gym. And I was like, I was on top of the world. I was like, I killed that. I said, oh my God, I fucking suck. And then he said, no, you don't. You're actually very athletically inclined. It was embarrassing. He's like, what does a squat mean to you? I'm like, this. He's like, great job. You have long legs. Go deeper. And then afterward, I was like, I'm walking on sunshine. This is fantastic. Today, though, I'm like, Gino, get me a fucking wheelchair. Get me a wheelchair. I can't walk. I could barely move. I've never been in so much goddamn pain. It's horrible. It's horrible. But I feel good. I feel strong. I feel like I'm gonna start lifting. He taught me all the things. Athletically inclined. He asked me, he said, in our like little sit down meeting beforehand, he was like, did you eat anything today? I said, no, but I ate McDonald's at like 3 a.m. So I thought I'd be good. He scoffed at me like, Jesus. Like, oh my God. So embarrassing. But he said, you surprised me. You sold yourself short. So I'm flexible. I'm cool. I wore a cute outfit. I'm really good at it. I mean, I could barely walk today. Honestly, I wanted a walker. Like, Gino, help me. It was horrible. He didn't want you to puke by taking blood away from your stomach. I honestly, no, I can't wait. I'm like, because I refuse to like quit. Like now I'm in it. And I definitely, I won't let anybody see any pain on my face or whatever. But I'm like thinking I should not have smoked a cigarette on the way here. Like, oh my God, it was a nightmare. I could really feel it, but I felt like $1 million after. Working out is hard. But we like the gym. I can't do a $40, $45 a pop, hot yoga class every day. So like join the No Frills. It's like the cutest little gym that's like in walking distance of me. And I was embarrassed, like, until I met up with my trainer, Hans. That's not his name. I was like, I was too scared to go downstairs. And he said, that sounds like two things. He said, that guy doesn't know what he's doing. That lady is about to kill herself with that weight machine. Nobody's looking at you. So now I feel much better. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get another personal training session for sure. For sure. Oh God. Kills me. All right, so we know now why I'm not late. I'm mentally ill. So thank you, Ashley, for that. Thank you so much. And she actually messaged me something to put Shuli on the untoward board because you're gonna have to send me the timestamp about that. Did Shuli talk badly about you when he was on Dearest Jim Stansel's stream? Ashley, if you're here, you gotta send me a timestamp for that. Because I don't have it. But here we are. Whee! Hi, Chris. We're just hanging out. It's a sassy Thursday stream with me, Kiki. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start out with I never know what to start with. Let's start with the funnest thing of the hour, I guess. The most dramatic thing. No. Or the fun thing. I don't know. I never know. But here's what we're going to do. So, again, thank you for everyone for joining us. Here's 1 million Kiki bucks for everyone here. Grab yourself a White Claw. Take a White Claw break if you need to, but buckle the fuck in. White Claw break. All right. Well, so you've all seen the thumbnail. We got to talk about the Pretty Antisocial podcast. And this is not to shit on them. Me and the Pretty Antisocial girls, I got to say, do drama first as to not bury the lead. Thank you, push-ups. That's just what I was thinking. I don't want to disappoint you, but I am not here to be rude to these women. We sat down and had a conclave. We had like a meeting of the minds. I explained to them why some things that I don't typically discuss, why they might be wrong about it, and it was just women to women, and it was a really nice conversation. This is like, I don't know, a few weeks ago, because it got just like heated. And that's not me. That's not like with some things that I said too, I'm like, God, you know what? Like we shouldn't be treating each other this way, you know? So it was nice of them to like sit down with me and like have a conversation. So it's not just us like making all women look bad. Like, let's just like be stupid bitches to each other. And then the boys will, you know, get erect and right. So, but I do, however, like I said in the beginning, I enjoy, even though we have differences of opinion, that's okay. I enjoy watching their show. And I'm going to pay them a compliment because it's easy to watch their show and respond to them and respond to the clips that they're playing because they put them right in a like nice little bow. So that's what we're going to do. So if you're looking for me to shit on them and call them slobs, I don't think they're slobs. All right. They're lovely women. And they sent me a free t-shirt, which is going to come in the mail. So I'll be wearing the FKT t-shirt and it'll be hilarious. I'm going to definitely get one for Michaeline as well. So you give me a free t-shirt, then all is forgiven. We were all mean to each other for a little bit there, but like, you know, some stuff got like, all right, this is too dirty, too rude. And that's why, but like they're entitled to their opinion and I'm entitled to mine. And I have always said I do enjoy watching their program, even though we have maybe completely different opinions on things, mostly because at least one person that they talk about, I actually know. But I enjoy watching it. I'm not here to shit on these women. I am here to debate them without them being here. And again, they're not exactly nice to me in these clips, but they sent me a free t-shirt, so it'll be just fine. What do you think? What do you think? FKT, that's right. That was probably too nice of me to say about them, but no, they're obviously really nice women. We didn't need to have that kind of like, just like female on female, like butting of heads for no reason, you know? So it was actually very cathartic and I'm a reasonable woman. So let's start with that. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Whee! 1, 2, and 3. Hopefully, Eugene is on his way home. La la la. Bing, bing, bing. Let me make sure I haven't missed anything with Eugene. Nothing. Has hell frozen over? Listen, okay, and I say that in I'm not gonna be that nice because I disagree with what they're saying and they weren't that nice to me, but we definitely buried you're a slob, no, you're a whore, like you're a meh. Like we buried that because we're adults. I don't know if I'll wear the t-shirt on a stream, but we'll see. We'll see. They're not slobs. They're wrong a lot of the time. All right, so let's do it. All right. They're not slobs. They're just wrong. Right. Can't call everyone that disagrees with you a slob. It's rude. And they're not. Okay. God, I can't believe we're doing this again. All right, so I'm going to start here. They do a stream. It's called HROs for Everyone. Cry Bully Aaron Imholt's Abuse of the Courts. Okay, very dramatic indeed. And I'm going to start in one place and then it's probably where I started. And we're just going to sit back, eat our popcorn, and I will respond. And then we're going to go to the latter part of the video where they start watching a clip of Eugene and I in the car. Then I'm just going to respond to them. And then they can respond back to me if they want, or we could all just let it go. But I will have the last word. All right, 118. So this is what they're talking about. They're talking about Aaron Imholt filing an HRO against Patrick Melton. Because Patrick Melton, if you don't know, showed up to Minnesota. Patrick Melton. Melty poo. Nobody likes onions. He showed up to Minnesota to attend Aaron's court case. And then he proceeded to go to all of his favorite places. The place that we will be at Stoney's for his anniversary show. The bar, Stoney's. I think it's in a week. Get your tickets now. He showed up to his golf course. He went to his boxing gym. And then expected that to just be like a normal thing to do. That was just like a normal thing. After the man has said very salacious and very untoward, I'm being nice when I say jokes about his underage daughter. I shudder to think how you would feel if a man says really bizarre things about your underage daughter, and I don't have a kid, and then all of a sudden, this large internet troll then takes a flight, 2 seats on the airplane, shows up in Minnesota. I would be a little bit creeped out too. I'm not going to lie to you. I think he's really thinking like really oddly here. It's like if you asked anyone, like this is Patrick Melton. Here's Patrick Melton. I spend every single day of my life. This is how I make money. I talk about Aaron Imholt. I sit there and I hang out. I can't do comedy anymore because I'm a failure. I hate the way I just couldn't hack it as a comedian. I started my special with an airplane and fat guy joke, and it was the best thing that I could ever say. And now I just sit here and I can't take criticism from real people in life. And I think that maybe if he ever got heckled, I saw a horrible video about that too. I don't like to make fun of the man. So he couldn't hack it as a comedian. He's been podcasting for 20 years. He found this one man to obsess over. He doesn't do stand-up anymore. He barely stands up anymore. He has said bizarre and very untoward things about Aaron Imholt's daughter. I get if you're trying to be like some sort of edgy former comedian, but it was in like really bad taste to the point of creepy, to the point of very fucking creepy. And has said, like, I don't know, a lot of jokes like that. I guess trying to be edgy, all right? Do I personally think he is like a PDF file? No, I think he is a shitty comedian and a fucking troll. But still, I don't have a kid, and so he does this day in, day out. It's, you know, just the only thing he has is covering Aaron, talking about his kid. He had one of his weird super tips, like an AI head of Aaron's kid. And then everybody would chat in and say fucking like, oh God, very fucking, I mean, disturbing things. And I'm sorry, Melty, you've said fucking disturbing things about the guy's kid. So then Aaron has his court case for his revenge porn case, which he should have never sent that goddamn fucking photo. He should have never fucking done it. But Patrick Melton, gassed up by his incel, morbidly obese, most likely misogynistic fans, flies from Las Vegas to Minnesota to not only attend this court case after he's spent 2 years, maybe even 3 years of his life, dedicating his life to just obsessing over this man, saying ridiculous things about his child, to show up to his court case. And yes, of course, it's a, you know, public place, but it's a little obsessive. And then goes to all of his favorite haunts. Goes to the place where he's not a fan. He's an obsessed fat man. He goes to, again, his boxing gym, his favorite bar. He goes to his golf course. And he's just like, talking to people in Aaron's life after saying heinous things about his daughter. I would be fucking creeped out too. Who wouldn't be fucking creeped out? It's like, okay, this transcends the internet. The harassment restraining order may not fucking stick, but by golly, like, wouldn't you just try and say, like, this is creepy now. This man with toothpick legs and a big, like, exercise ball of a body, like a hen or a Pac-Man, and a beard, who obsesses over me every day and says fucking sexual and odd things about my daughter. I'm trying to, like, you know, go and pay my debt to society and fucking go to my court case. And then he's showing up all around my town. Come on. I don't know, Patrick, you seem to be a smart man. I don't know how you thought that would be not creepy to do. So, of course, Aaron files an HRO. Right. All right. Okay. May not stick, but it is creepy. We all know what he said about his fucking kid. It's weird. Dick Fitzwell, thank you for the super sticker doll. In Hot Water Clips, thank you for the $1.99. He actually had Aaron's kid's face on the AI thing. They had, I don't think it was just a picture of the kid. No, a picture of a kid, but it was insinuated that now this is Aaron's daughter. Right. And he has played clips of just, I don't know, looking at his daughter and Aaron, like, on his show. So no, I do not think that was actually the kid's face. However, the whole fucking super tips thing is incredibly fucking, we just wait till that fucking lawsuit comes out. Like, I mean, they're begging for it. They are begging for it. Right. Yeah. So no, I do not believe. I think it was just a picture of a little girl, and then they called it Aaron's kid's name, and then they'd be like, "Hi," and then they make it say like sexual things. What a fun community they are. Yeah, hilarious. So edgy. Yeah, so then this giant fat man shows up in Minnesota. I'd be fucking freaked out too. Okay? To hang out with his fucking deadbeat drug addict friend, Nick Rekieta. And they also go to all of the fucking, I guess that the Rekietas only went to Stonies. By the way, yeah, you know what? He dragged his fucking wife there, right? The last thing I would want to fucking do in my life, she's the victim in the revenge porn thing, right? She's the victim. The photo from Aaron got sent to Gino. She filed a revenge porn case. Aaron knows it was wrong. Nobody thinks that is an okay thing to do. She's in court. And she is the victim. Aaron knows it's wrong. He, trying to take a deal. He violated his, it's sort of a funny way that he violated it because he didn't realize that we couldn't talk about it on his channel, and neither did we. But that's all fine. So they're there sitting in court. The last thing, so say, like with the Jason Scoop thing, thank fucking God I never had to be in court while Jason Scoop, who broke my wrist and, violently abused me for years. Thank God I didn't have to be in court for that. But if I had, the last fucking thing I would do would be go to his favorite bar right after to celebrate when he pled guilty. That would be the last thing that would be quite fucking triggering to me. So I just find it kind of odd. Nick Rekieta thinks it's like, yeah, let's go to Stonies. Let's bring the victim. Let's all go to Stonies. That's where Aaron holds every single one of his fucking anniversary parties. That's like his sponsor. So you're going to drag the victim to Aaron's favorite place. And I've heard reports that she did not look like she wanted to be there. So good on you, Nicky boy. I forgot. I thought you were leaving the poor victim for April. Remember when you told the other person that you victimized that? Remember when you told her? Here, Nikki, remember? Yeah.
We were in a sexual and very romantic relationship for a long time.
We were in a sexual. He's not talking about his wife. He's not talking about his fucking wife. He's talking about April. Yeah, the last thing I would fucking do, that would be the very last thing I would fucking do, is go to Jason Scoop's favorite bar after he pled guilty to, fucking breaking my wrist and all that stuff. Like, and I know that's a totally different thing. I don't know how you expect this to look. You got to step outside yourself, freaks. You got to step outside yourself and look at it like, yeah, you know what? It does look fucking odd that I've spent every waking moment the last 3 years online harassing and making fun of it. And like, oh, it's all fine. It's all jokes. Saying sexual things about this man's daughter. I'm going to fly across the fucking country, go to his court case. That doesn't look odd at all. That doesn't look odd. Doesn't look like harassment at all. you gotta look inward and you gotta say, Nicky boy, little Nicky boy, I know the text messages. I was in love with April. And then you drag your fucking poor wife to the bar. That's Aaron's fucking favorite place. Don't you think that might have been maybe triggering for her? How does it look from a fucking, I'm not even an outsider. How does that look? If she's such a victim, and she is a victim, that photo should have never been sent. You're going to drag her to fucking Aaron's favorite place? I don't know how they don't understand where the harassment restraining order comes from. I don't know why they would even, this is what I mean and we're going to get into it. But like, I don't know why they would even, when I say like, why would they fight it? I'd be like, you know what? That was in poor taste. You're right. I shouldn't have dragged my wife to that bar. Melton should be like, you know what? I have said sexual things about Aaron's daughter. Maybe I shouldn't fly to Minnesota and, do a fucking Disneyland tour of all of his favorite spots and, buy a 360-degree camera to try and catch him walking into the courthouse. Maybe I do seem a little creepy. Maybe I do seem a little obsessed. I'm sorry. I feel like a rational human being here. I don't know how you don't understand that. So then you go like, we are going to fight this harassment restraining order to the fullest extent of the law. We are in a sexual and environmental, like, okay. Or maybe be like, if it only says we can't go near, within 500 feet of Aaron, then Melton should just be like, done. I can still talk about him. Good, great. But no, keep going. Keep on going. I mean, I'm not telling them not to fight it. It's still funny to watch. It's just like, I don't know how you think that you look to people. Psyche. The psyche of these people. Ridiculous. I don't know. It's like, they're playing it. Hi, Oscar Electric. Good to see you. Because Keanu, like a lot of human beings, do not have common sense. We're surrounded by retards. Yeah, they have the audacity to call me stupid, dumb bitch, like blah blah blah. She can't think. She's not plugged into this. She inserted herself. Like, okay, no, I'm literally now just looking at it like, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? Oh God, I know, but I'm the dumb one. Nope. I'll say sexual things about somebody's underage daughter, Melty. That's me saying that is Melty. And then I will fly across the country 2 airplane seats with his morbidly obese body. And then I'm just going to show up there and just expect the man not to be fucking creeped out. Who wouldn't be? Who wouldn't be? Whether or not it sticks. Okay. Need I remind you? Okay. We haven't even gotten to the thing yet. Need I remind you of the festival that they held where Nick was their guest of honor, where they showed personal text messages of Aaron's, personal text messages of April's, personal photos of Aaron. How do you seem not obsessed? How do you seem? Then they'll go like, oh no, there was a lot of other shows there. Does anybody know or even care about anything else that happened there? No, because they're obsessed. You took your blow fridge, Nick Rekieta. The fridge, the little tiny red fridge that they found fucking cocaine on. which is probably where your little daughter found it and did lines of it, probably there, allegedly. You flew that to Las Vegas to partake in a festival of fat incels. And you wonder why you're in this predicament. But go ahead, fight it. That's fine. You don't seem like a creep at all either. We're fine. We could talk about him if we want to. That's fine. I'm sure you can. I'm just saying, it's like, what? Why wouldn't you be like, all right, at what point isn't this harassment? Wild. It's so cute. Okay. All right. So that was too much of an explanation. I don't give a shit. Here we go. Let's see the pretty antisocial ladies talking about it. What do you think? Shall we? Bing, 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 bing. And I am not here to shit on them. I cannot wait for my t-shirt to arrive. This is the Pretty Antisocial podcast. I really like what they do, although I disagree, and they're not always the nicest to me. They were nice enough. It was a very nice conversation I had with them, and they are not bad people. They just, if you don't tell them what's going on, then how could they possibly know? So don't be that rude to them if you want to be. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, so, and that is not the, okay, great. And I, of course, just froze it on the most unflattering photo of them that could ever be. Great. I did not mean to do that. That is not my intention. Here we go. So this is like, I don't know, a quarter of the way through their show.
April was still on the show.
Yeah. And did you not go on like a whole media tour a year ago talking about different
I didn't mean to.
Activities?
Show did. And then he says, he has also received stolen Google data from Nick Rekieta, who accessed my Google account without my permission.
All right.
That's a big claim.
So if you don't know, they're going through Aaron's HRO request for Nick Rekieta and Patrick Melton. And again, I don't know if either of these will stick, but the one for Patrick Melton, I think that's got some fucking legs on it because it's just too much. It's too creepy. I don't know, Nick. It's like you're all fucking each other. Like, whatever. But I don't know. That's just my opinion, not a fact. We'll see what happens. But
can you
That's
prove
a
that?
huge claim. That's like it's criminal.
Okay, wait.
And from what I've
heard
and what I have gathered over the course of several months,
there to try to like garner sympathy as
over the course of several months, April.
It's criminal.
Show did. And then he says, he has also received stolen Google data from Nick Rekieta, who accessed my Google account without my permission. Like, that's a big claim. Can you prove that?
That's a huge claim.
That's fucking true. I'm sorry if I'm not supposed to say that. That is fucking 100% true. He did. Nick Rekieta had fucking sent Aaron's Google history to a lot of fucking people. I don't only know that from Aaron. I know it from fucking April. It's true. It's a big claim because it's fucking true. You're sitting here talking about it. This is what it is. So, you know what? Now that I say it, Nick, that HRO may stick. I mean, come on. You did do that. I know exactly the fucking people that you sent it to. And I know it from April because she's like, are we going to go to jail? I'm like, stop tweeting Get off the fucking whippets and call it a day. What are you doing? That's a bit. That's not good. That is not good. You come on. If you think that just went away, it didn't. Oopsies. I don't care. Whatever. What did I say? Nothing.
That's like, it's
it's criminal. Exactly. It's criminal.
And from what I've heard and what I have gathered over the course of several months, April is the one that had a copy of that. I'm just saying,
I don't know.
If you can prove it, sure. I'll get behind it and be like, damn, that's fucked up, but I don't, can't.
It's a very good, you know what? And nice to see you here. This is a creepy avatar, but it's a good question. Never seen your name in here before, and it's kind of a scary picture. But how much does Nick and Melton pay them? I don't think anything. However, they always accuse me of being like too biased and trying to protect my friend. But they can't see their own bias. I don't know how many times I can say, like, I recognize where Aaron fucks up, and he recognizes where he's fucked up. And I mean, my God. And I recognize why it's so easy to make fun of the man. Of course. It's like hilarious. It's like, Jesus Christ. I mean, it's the easiest thing in the world to do, which is why it's like just so pathetic that they all do that. But I know him he's trying to right his fucking wrongs. And I'm not just defending him for defending's sake. I'm not even defending him. I'm just saying this is what it is. I know these people. I very limited contact with fucking Rekieta, other than like the thousands of paragraphs of messages he sent me saying how he wasn't on drugs. And it's just all fake. Okay. Which that came out to be true. And being on one stream with him. But like Aaron in April, I just talk about people I know. I'm not Melty, not inserting myself in anything. But you're right, because I don't understand where their bias comes from. And they can't kind of pull themselves out of it. They do say, like, we don't think that was right, or this wasn't right, but they're far more. They should be hard on everyone if they're unbiased human beings that aren't being paid. So I don't know. I mean, I definitely don't think they're being paid by anyone. It's easier and gets them more clicks to make fun of Aaron, who is actually a very nice human being who recognizes his own foibles. Okay. Does Nick? No. And no. I don't think he still thinks he did anything wrong. He was in a sexual and very romantic relationship for a very long time, even though he had a wife. How would you feel like if you were in the side house? No. I don't mean to yell. I like these ladies. I digress.
Can you prove it?
Can
right.
you? Don't
he bragged about
Keanu.
This on his streams as well as in his Discord message board. I'm just saying, like, if you can prove it. Sure, I'll get behind it and be like, damn, that's fucked up, But I don't. Can you prove it?
Right.
He bragged about this on his streams as well as in his Discord message board. This man does seem to have an obsession with me that borders on clinical. So now he's okay. So anyway, they say, do you believe the harassment will continue? Yes, no, why? And he doesn't check anything because he's retarded. And it says, as I stated, and then a new sentence over here, much of the harassment and threats Patrick has made has been for profit, publicity.
This is I hate to do this again, but you're making a very good point. I didn't realize you were a mother, whoever you are. So you got to change that picture. It's frightening, but it definitely attracts my attention. As mothers, isn't there a best way to make a few extra diaper dollars? Why are they so attracted to people like Melton and Nick who have questionable adult proclivities? Thank you. Well, I will give them this. They try and be, bipartisan, unbiased. They try to be, but I can just from my perspective, I can just see them and we're going to get into it. This is a good point because we're going to get into it because when they hear something that they don't want to hear that shits on Nick or Melton a little bit, they go, well, I don't know, that wasn't right of them or, but with Aaron, you're a monster. And they are mothers. I mean, I don't know. I don't think they're being paid. And they, by the way, they never go that they think that anything that Patrick said about Aaron's kid was funny. They're like, everybody thought it was gross. But back to Aaron. That's the problem I have. It's okay. And also, yes, it's oh, let's all cry for Nick getting his kids taken away. Well, listen, they needed to be. And then why don't you do an episode on wow. So, early after, you got your fucking kids back, you go to Hackamania with your Coke fridge? Make that make fucking sense. I don't claim to be some kind of arbiter of what is moral and what is not, but it seems very fucking clear. So that's why you can definitely tell these women's bias. I don't think they're being paid, but they think they're being paid in clicks, and they know that shitting on Aaron is more clicks for them. They should be a little bit more harsh on, strip mall former lawyer boy, I think. Wouldn't you be? Look at the way he talks to women.
We were in a sexual and very romantic relationship for a long time.
You have a wife, weirdo. Good point, though. Good point. It's wild. Let's see.
Be online to pay his bills. If he does not do this, the small number of psychopaths that have also become obsessed with my life will stop giving him money, and he may even become destitute. This this harassment will continue towards myself and my children until he is made to stop.
Do not make me pull up the mean comments about them. Y'all are making me laugh. You need to super chat it if you want to say a mean comment, or else I will not pull it up. They sent me a free t-shirt, for Christ's sake. We had a conclave. They don't know. They don't, like what they say about me. I guess they think I'm just trying to defend my friend. Maybe they don't realize that they're trying to overly try and defend who they think is a friend, which is Nick. Rekieta, who's the worst person on earth, his kid tested positive for cocaine. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Oh my God. He was gonna leave his wife for April and left her in the side house. You can't make it up. He left her in the side house, said that he was gonna leave his wife, and she's despondent, staring at the ceiling. It's wild. How could they be friends with him? But maybe, just maybe. We have a little bit more in common than they think. How about that? All right.
I believe it is a compulsion at this point, and he could not stop himself if he tried. He is in too deep. Asked the court, as follows: respondent shall not harass me or my minor children. He's asked, no contact, stay away from where we live, 1,000 feet, yada, yada, yada. Yeah.
We need to talk about the whole
100%. Oscar, you are always on point. You can't take somebody's side because they're a friend or a family member. Wrong is wrong. It's black and white. The fuck is wrong with people? That's what I'm saying. That's the thing about Aaron. He knows what he did was fucked up and wrong. Admits it wholeheartedly. Yes, he's easy to make fun of, all right? But I have not seen that whatsoever. And this is like one of the first messages I sent back to Nick when he sent me a goddamn like 1,000-page essay on how he doesn't do drugs. I'm like, you just don't seem to be taking any accountability whatsoever, man. You don't know what accountability I've been taking. Somebody else did this to me. And like, it's like, this is just, that is black and white. There's no sides. Just because I happen to know two of the people and then have been on a stream with the other one, which I shudder to think that I was even on a screen with that fucking loser. It's just very clear. So maybe these two don't know that they're doing what they're accusing me of. They're like, well, God, Keanu, don't do a Southern accent. All right, I'll do it. Well, you know, Nick does come on our channel and it does get us views. So maybe, you know, we'll skim over the parts where he's done wrong. Like that if you're accusing me of that, then hey, you're fucking doing it, man. Like, come on. I'm here to debate you. Thank you for the t-shirt. Araya, anybody that says Team Scoop, could you promptly and you could go ahead and ban that person. Thank you. That's very cute of you though to very cute. Somebody wants to say very cute and adorable to say funny things about my domestic fucking abuse. That's hilarious. Thank you. Take care. Goodbye. Let's continue.
It's an obsession to the point where Melton is in too deep that if he stops talking about Aaron, he would be destitute.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
it's kind of.
How do you think he made it the 35, 36 years before he started covering you, Aaron? Like, get over yourself.
Speed it up. Hang on.
We have seen now him not being able to talk about the Nick situation is putting him on shaky grounds. And he hasn't been talking much about Melton either. Actually, ever since he did.
All right. This is kind of funny. Okay.
And he hasn't been talk situation. We have seen now. Like,
how do you think he made it the 35, 36 years before he started covering you, Aaron?
Sorry.
And to the point where,
you know, no contact, stay away from where we live, 1,000 feet, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah. We need to talk about the whole him saying that it's an obsession to the point where Melton is in too deep that if he stops talking about Aaron, he would be destitute.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta admit, that's kind of a funny sentence. I don't know. I can't help but laugh about that. Like, I mean, would he be? What? There's a reason, you know. If he really does kind of need to talk about Aaron to have anyone watch him. The word destitute is drastic, but it's kind of funny at least. I mean, and he should be terrified for his life. Aaron should be terrified. No, I'm just teasing. He's a creep. It's funny, and it's sort of like a little dig there that he did say destitute, because it is funny. Okay, it's funny. And he wasn't trying to be funny. He was trying to be, this man needs me to, you know, feed his fake wife and himself. He's got a lot of stomachs being such a cow. That was rude. I take it back. We're not here to fat shame.
Like,
how do you think he made it the 35, 36 years before he started covering you, Aaron? Like, get over yourself.
35 years?
We have seen now him not being able to talk about the Nick situation is putting him on shaky grounds. And he hasn't been talking much about Melton either.
You know, it's Melton. Okay, so they're all in the same fucking situation then. That does put Melton on shaky grounds. And you can say all the fuck you want that Melton, well, he's allowed to talk about him. But if he wants to fight this HRO, wouldn't you would give Aaron the advice like, shut up. Shut up. If you have a court case going on, don't talk about them at all, even though you're allowed to. Imagine if Melty Poo can't talk about Aaron. He's just going to go right back to the sweetest man on earth, fucking Michael Ray Bauer, dear friend of ours. Like, yeah, if he wants it to go away, then I would. I mean, I don't know. You shut the fuck up about it? Aaron's made that mistake before. But it looks like he has to do it to, feed himself. And that's a lot of boxes of cereal.
Actually, ever since he did file that HRO, he didn't really talk about Melton as much until he got frustrated because Melton wasn't saying anything about the HRO. But still, it's just like, what are you trying to do here, bud?
It's the most pussy move I've seen in a really long time. Like, it's bad enough to be like, to challenge 5 men to a boxing match and then back out of it. Like, that was bad enough, right? But like, This is, now you're actually using and abusing, dare I say, the court system for people that you just want to stop talking about you. Have you been on the internet before? That's not how it works.
Right.
And you know that because you abuse that on the opposite end of it while Nick and Kayla and April couldn't say anything to defend themselves. You abuse that too. You know how this works. Now, anyway.
Well, you know what? We had said on multiple occasions too. How is he going?
It's, like I said, it's not exactly about that. It's more like a bizarre, don't say fat, a bizarre rotund man who's made a career out of harassing me online and saying sexual things and has said sexual things thinking it's a joke about my daughter now shows up in my town, buys a 360-degree camera to try and catch me going into the courthouse, waits outside of the elevator to try and get a photo of me. Yes, it's a public place, but then he goes one further. He goes to Stoney's. He goes to his gym. He said sexual things about his underage daughter. Yes, I guess he was trying to make a joke and be edgy, but it's still fucking creepy. It's where the internet, it's like, wait, whoa, now you're showing up here? That's weird. How do you not look like a fucking lunatic? How does Melton not look like a fucking lunatic? So, I mean, and I hate to say it about you gals, but you're fucking sweeping for him. That's why people are asking if you are being paid by them. Are you? Oh, they have the super tip system. So I guess they gotta I guess they really can't say, you know what? That's something that never occurred to me. I guess they really can't say anything that bad about them. God, that's a lawsuit waiting to fucking happen. It's just waiting to happen. YouTube terms of service going around your head. There you go. All right, so that maybe that's their reasoning. It's hard for me not to be like, gosh, Jenny, you stupid. No, it's not hard for me. I like them. They're actually very nice ladies, but they want to act like everybody else has some kind of, trying to defend their friend. No, you're not all right here. Yeah.
Going to react when Nick can finally respond to what he said. And now we see,
keep pausing it. I hate to keep pausing it. Even, I'm sorry, Jackie, and I love you. I know this is a joke to have all of his mugshots behind you or whatever. But you're both in white t-shirts. You both look like a crazed Aaron obsessed fan club. Look at yourselves. You look like you're in a fucking, you look like you're in a weird cult. I don't know. It does look bad. Brian Landon, thank you. Hang on one sec. Brian Landon, thank you for the 199. Exactly. He's a lunatic. Yeah, he doesn't. You're right. He doesn't seem like a lunatic. He's a fucking lunatic. I can't imagine. He has a wife and he goes, "Yeah, I'm going to Minnesota." Why? Melty? Why, hubby Melty? Well, I think I'm going to go to Aaron Imholt's court thing. She's like, "Who's that?" He's like, "Shut up. Don't worry about it. It's an internet thing. Why'd you buy this really expensive camera?" "So I could try and catch him walking into the courthouse." "What else are you going to do?" "Well, I'm going to go to all of his favorite places." "Why?" I don't know. Made really sexual jokes about his underage daughter. How is it not lunacy? How is it not grounds for fucking harassment? I understand that he only went public places. It's not like he went to his house, but believe me, he probably thought about it. He probably knows exactly where he fucking lives. I've seen Patrick Melton like go through every inch of like one time when Aaron was doing a stream when his fucking system crashed or whatever. He was like, "Hey guys, like here's I'm doing we're continuing the stream," like, and he was just walking around his house. Patrick Melton spent like 2 hours looking at pictures on the wall and like the layout of the home and pictures of his kids. How do you not seem like a lunatic? It must mean you're a lunatic. Yeah, it's true. It's very true. It's just very fucking true. It's fucking it is creepy. It's enough. And that's why it's not like that crazy. I don't think for Aaron to say like he might be destitute if he doesn't do these things, which is why he thought in his fucking fucked up, like, I don't know, fat covered brain. Sorry to make fat jokes. But it's like, that's why maybe he just doesn't understand why he is a lunatic and a creep. He's creeping people out. And no person would look at this from knowing nothing about it and say, "Oh yeah, that's not creepy at all." It's creepy, Melton. It's creepy. You know what you said about his goddamn underage daughter. Come on. Ew. So yeah, it's like, yeah, I know it. You're like allowed to continue talking about him, but should you? All right, ladies, let's go.
Which moves? "Oh, you hurt my feelings," or "Oh, well, now you need an HRO."
I wish I could say I was surprised.
I'm surprised. I'll
Really?
be honest. Yes, I am surprised. It's just like, wow. I think it's because I haven't been fully black pilled on everything, like when it comes to this, and I have like just a small scotch of like hope for everybody, and then just
Aaron.
every time people do things like this, it just keeps getting chipped away more and more.
You flounder more than you should. And we love you for it, but also it's dangerous because you're leaving yourself open to, that's like leaving yourself open to heartbreak or something. Shut all the walls down. He's bullshit.
Well, let's just say though, I'm always surprised.
I mean, fair enough. That was the question I asked, but no, man. I was slightly surprised that he went this far, and I was surprised that he put his daughter on this as well.
Yeah.
But then again, you gotta look at the.
They were just asking about the cat. Bring her over.
Oh.
Hi, Eugene.
Unbelievable. Like,
What?
they closed down the... I came
I'm live, so don't say anything untoward.
What would I say that's untoward?
I don't know. I didn't know if you were going to say. Okay, what happened?
I was 5 minutes from home, the bridge, and it was just shut down. Both sides, they closed it down, so I had to drive all the way through Brooklyn, circle back from... It added half an hour.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. Just incredible, just like, are you kidding me? It was insane.
Well, we're having fun over here.
I was listening on the way, baby.
Oh, am I doing a good job?
Great job.
Thanks.
There's your FK.
It's here.
And the other one is the Iron Maiden shirt from our buddy JJ.
My FK t-shirt is here and my Iron Maiden
I mean, it
shirt.
was unbelievable, baby. Like, literally, you get to the bridge, like, nah, you can't go over the bridge. It's like, what the fuck? And then I'm driving, it's like, yeah, I can't even explain it. It's so dumb.
I'm sorry, Eugene.
Again, not your fault, baby. You know, it's just like, I'm not like, fuck. I'm like, I can't, I'm like stunned, not angry. It's like, fucking kidding me? It's the weirdest.
Well, you did a great job on Chrysanthemum show.
Of course I did.
This is why we had to do it.
How right was I about fucking? My mother still loves me.
Oh,
on her birthday,
Stephen Colbert.
he
Yeah.
nuked it. He nuked it.
Are you
And they
talking
said,
to-
like yeah? He's like, and I'll tell you why they fired him. They're
oh.
like Trump won, and you're doing nothing. You serve us no fucking purpose.
Michael
The
Ian-
vaccines are blowing up in everyone's faces. Fucking Trump won. You're gone, and it's not like we're replacing you. You've nuked the fucking franchise built by David Letterman. He's a piece of shit.
I have a little bit of
I
it.
can't wait till Colbert's another one that goes to hell.
I have a
for the vaccine.
I'm
going to hell.
my microphone. I have a little bit of a different take on that. You can catch my take on the Stephen. No, come on. Nobody's watching late night TV anymore. Anyway, I have if you want to see Michaeline and I's take on Stephen Colbert being let go, you can catch the new Keanu cast. But this is perfect timing. Look at my shirt. Yay! How cute is that? It really is. It's really very cute. And it was free. Thanks, ladies. Hope I'm not shitting on you too bad tonight. I'm not shitting on you. We're allowed to have a difference of opinion. Wow! They asked me, they were like, in our conclave, they're like, and we'll take it down if you want us. I'm like, no, just send me one. It's fine. I love it. Can I put it on my website? I need a merch website. I need a Bing, Bing, Bing t-shirt. Wow. How cool. And fuck you both. You bitches. You bitches. All right? Cool. I love it. It's so cute and so sassy. Neat. I love it. I like your outfit better. I know. Ugh. It is really cute though. And if it was free, then I'm all right with it. That's cute. Try it as a burqa. It's really nice. You're welcome. You're making money off of me. Now I'm like modeling your fucking fuck Keanu Thompson t-shirts. You are welcome. But in the spirit of being nice to each other and having differences of opinion, we'll allow it. Actually, it's a nice shirt. You know what? And I didn't realize the F Keanu Thompson was so large print on it. Now I'm going to, you know what? Now, you know what? Take it down. I want this and I'm going to put it on my own merch website. I want to sell them at my comedy shows. You can see me live every weekend, but this weekend I have a wedding every weekend this month and next month. Somewhere in your area. So go to my Instagram and or Twitter to come see me and Eugene Bisconti do live comedy. All right. Brian Landon and Melton is the lunatic. LOL. Kiki for life. I know. All right. Listen, I'm too nice to people, but I like a nice, fresh t-shirt. I'm trying. These women get it wrong a lot. Okay. But we had a nice human to human conversation. So I said, you don't have to take it down. Just send me a t-shirt. And that's fine. That it was not even what the conversation was about, but they're rational, but they, I think they're a little bit biased. That's all. What do you think, Eugene?
What you said.
Yeah. Are you still upset about the bridge?
I'm still stunned about the bridge. It's like, what the fuck, you know?
Yeah.
You know me. I'm not mad. I'm just like, come on.
Look at my shirt.
Is that the Iron Maiden or the fuck? That's great. I love the color.
It is a nice color. No, I know. I'm going to tell them, no, you need to share the proceeds with me. You have to.
Sue them like all those other idiots.
Sue them. Oh my God. And then I have another gift. And this is from which Who is it from again?
JJ.
JJ. And he
made my belt.
yes, JJ, thank you so much. He said, because I had this crop top that it looked like an Iron Maiden crop top, but it was not. And so he has, and it does look like my crop top. So he sent me the original Iron Maiden crop top. How cool!
Oh, that's fucking so
JJ. This is way better than the others. Oh my God, JJ, thank you so much. Oh my God, it's like I love God. I love presents, especially clothing presents. Iron Maiden. How fucking cool. I will be wearing this on Monday on Rumble on In Hot Water with Gino Bisconti. All right. Thank you, JJ. I know you're probably not here right now, but this, I really do appreciate this. It's so cute. It's so cool. Look, I'm being showered in shirts. Listen, I don't know. I listen, I'm not an Iron Maiden fan, but I do like a good, like, kind of like
concert tee.
A cool concert tee. I'm a Green Day gal. I know everybody hates fucking Green Day. Jesus Christ. But that's what I grew up with. I'm a Rolling Stones, Green Day, Elvis Costello gal. But Iron Maiden, goodness gracious, I will start listening. Thank you, JJ. Well, that went to, well, you know what? That was a good, like, palate cleanser because we're not even, like, halfway through this. So, here we go. No, I don't have, that's what I just said. I don't have a favorite Iron Maiden song. I tried to explain. I had a t-shirt that looked like an Iron Maiden t-shirt, but it was just a made-up band. And then they sent me a really cool Iron Maiden t-shirt. So, I wouldn't lie to you. When I come around, that's right. Because you know where I'll be found. When I come around. Do you have the time to listen to me whine? Brain stew. Oh, good times. God. I'm having trouble trying to sleep. Okay, back to this. Yeah, I get it. Nobody likes Green Day. I get it. But come on. It's like, they're so good. They're so good. Forget your politics.
Tell them to forget their politics. No one cares what a fucking band thinks about the president that won.
If you were, goodness gracious. It's very punk rock to hate your leaders.
No, they're not punk rock. They're misinformed emo queers.
Gino.
What?
I'm sorry about the bridge.
Baby, no. Apologize for Green Day, not the bridge.
I'm not apologizing
The
for
bridge
Green
is
Day. I
making
love them.
progress.
I love them. I love Green
They're
Day.
allowed to, but they're idiots.
You shut up. You're an idiot. You stop talking about my Green Day.
I'm an American idiot, hon.
Do you want to be an American idiot? Very good. Very good. Wait. Listen, just allow me to have some fucking joy in my life. Hi, Petunia. I was talking to everyone, not just you. All right, back to these whores. I'm just kidding. Kidding, ladies. Dookie is good. Yes, it is. It is. You do not. Come on. Dookie. Insane. Insanely good. Having trouble trying to sleep. No, nothing stops in my mind. On my own, here we go.
The whole of everything. You know the person that he is. And when you add in all of the, the way that he speaks to people, the way that he treats his co-host, the way he treats his wife, the way that he talks about his family, the way that any and everybody, he's a piece of shit. Sorry, but he is. And so this to me is not surprising in the least. It's like, oh, of course he did. Okay. Yeah, obviously. So anyway, this is what the court did grant. They said that Patrick could not have any indirect contact with petitioner or his minor children, or I guess it's just the.
You guys, I wish I could show you. Petunia's right next to me. Hi, Petunia. Look. Hi, Petunia. Ah! Okay, never mind. Anyway, she just was there for the bags. Okay. All right. Well, you feel good. There we go.
One, that's another thing. Like, what about the other 2 kids? Don't you want to protect them too?
Yeah, I think in his mindset it was probably like, oh, this is the only one I have him evidence of him talking about or whatever. So this is the only one. And also it's probably because he's like, oh, a third world aristocrat has that already. I don't have to do my own research, so it's already there.
Oh yeah.
Imagine. Okay, let me shut up. I about said.
Oh, you mean like a lovely, like in a little packaged, clip with a bow on it of all the times that Patrick Melton has said something fucking really creepily untoward about a kid? Yeah, all right. So what? He sent a fucking, or probably sent a fucking clip of that. Wouldn't you? You guys have fucking kids, right? I mean, it's like, come on. You wouldn't like it if fucking, like, put yourself, like, in that situation. Say you were Aaron. I'm gonna like this. And you guys were what Melton talked about all day long and said, fucking, are you gonna put your headphones on, or Eugene?
Oh, I'm sorry, baby. Yes. What?
Just headphones so I get easily distracted.
Sorry.
That's okay. Do you need me to help you? Look, I already forgot what I was going to say. No, imagine, like, say that Patrick Melton dedicated his life to fucking talking about you guys, making fun of you guys or whatever, and that's all fine and good or whatever. But, and then he says, fucking, really? Fucking, we're going to turn around your kids? And maybe he was trying to be edgy or do whatever. He thinks he's a failed comedian, blah, blah, blah. It was in bad taste. You guys know that. You guys know that wholeheartedly. Then Patty shows up in your town now. He's going to all your favorite places. He's going to, your favorite Ruby Tuesdays. And he say you had a court case. You guys wouldn't. This is a terrible example, but you'd be a little creeped out, at least a little creeped out. And you'd probably send the clip of, then somebody made of like the man saying like weird shit about kids. I mean, you probably would. So I'm just saying, like, maybe recognize your bias. It's bizarre for you to. It's just kind of bizarre for you to defend it. But I get it. I guess.
Something I shouldn't have. Well, it still is like, okay, but if you're going to do that, why wouldn't you just include them anyway? And be like, just in a generalization, because my children live together or they're always together when they're, at my place, I would like to just make sure all 3 are protected. It's just weird. To me, if I were a judge or something, I'd look at it and I'd be like, why would you? I don't know. It's just odd. I understand why.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy that he's dumb enough that he didn't be like, oh, protect my child also at my ex's house too.
Right.
Because then her address would have been out there.
Yes, but if you're scared of this person, you want your kids, all 3 of them, protected everywhere. And if they spend the majority of their time at the other address, that's what you do.
Yeah.
It's like, or you don't do the fucking paperwork that you know is going to leak online.
Okay. Yeah. Well, they're not wrong there. He should have. But you still can't say the man is not like freaked out. Sorry. Who wouldn't be freaked out by this? It's crazy. It's crazy. Lunatic creeper behavior. Yeah, you're right. And you know what? Patrick probably, what's so fucked up is like Patrick probably knows where his Ashley lives. That's what's fucking even creepier. That like y'all thought about that. Aaron should have put that shit on there. Absolutely. I'm sure he's done a fucking home tour of her house too. Oh my God. He's going to look back at this and be like, Jesus Christ, I'm a creep. Oh, I don't know how. I don't know how he says to his wife, yeah, I'm going to Minnesota. For what? To just stalk someone? Oh my God. I'm bleeding from the cat. Thanks. Thanks, Petunia.
Pick a lane. But it's not either, no matter how you look at it, it's all bad. It's just
It's
all
all
like
bad. You always call him the rake stepper. Like, this is like, dude, why? It's like, oh, I honestly can almost see it like as Regina George at the end of Mean Girls with the burn book, and she's like running around screaming, going, ah! And he's like screaming, like typing out this thing after his case, and he was in custody for like an hour, and him just like rage filling this shit out.
The burn
it was
book.
because he had to look in the mirror and be like, damn, that's a big L, right? And he could not have that. He could not have that. He could not stand.
No, okay. Come on, ladies. Come on. It's not Regina George in the burn book. Please. It is.
Good reference.
Great reference. They didn't know the name of it. It's not, also what happened in that is she said something about herself and like twisted the whole thing around. So actually that's a really bad reference. It's not like Aaron was like, God, I can't lose. It's like, no, a weird man who's obsessed with me and has said sexual things about my fucking daughter who's underage, whether they're a joke or not, showed up in my fucking town, bought a camera, was waiting for me to come out of an elevator. All right. Is it not? You look like a lunatic, Patrick. It's not like at some point you go like, oh, fuck. Okay, this is scary now. I have a kid to protect. Whether or not he was like, you never know. All right. If you never fucking know. I assume if you have a kid, somebody says something weird and they harass and say like, fucking awful shit about you online all day long. Yes, Aaron's a public person, but then they show up where you live. They go to all the places. He's not like an investigative journalist. He's just a crazed fat man who said weird shit about your kid. Come on. You've got to understand. Look, it's not like, oh no, I got an L because I violated my restraining or, my revenge porn thing. Like, it's not the burn book Regina George situation. It is literal, like, okay, this is too much. Let me see what I can do. Fair? Oh my gosh. Rhinoceros, thank you so much for the $19.99. We can change that, Chatanesque. In fact, I just did. Thank you, Rhinoceros.
I said hi and thanks. He was so good in the Chrissy chat.
Gino says hi and thank you for always being there for Chrysanthemum and Eugene too. You're always just the best. I love Rhinoceros. He's a friend of the show. Thank you.
I gave him props too for always being good to you.
He's so good to us. Yeah, Chatanesque. Whatever you said, you jerk. I didn't even read it. Here's your Kiki bond, Rhinoceros. Thank you. And 1,012,000 Kiki bucks for everyone still sticking with us tonight. And a Kiki tax for you, Chatanesque, whatever you say. How dare you? I don't know. Probably something, he gets a little overzealous sometimes. I didn't read it. Brian Landon, thank you for the $4.99. Objectively, Melton would have never been there, but for Aaron's violation and hearing. Okay, objectively, Melton would have never been there, but for Aaron's violation and hearing. Yes. Lunatic. That's why I love him, but still, Toe was butthurt. Okay. Yes. It's not as if... Okay, that's a very good point. I'll give you that, Brian. And because I give credit where credit's due, I don't think Patrick is bad at what he does. I don't think that he's realizing what a fucking lunatic he looks like right now. I think he found his niche But your niche can't just be good at being obsessed with one man and saying heinous things about the fucking whether or not, I mean, obviously they're jokes to or whatever. You still said fucking really creepy shit. You know, do a tour of his house and then you show up there. It would have been worse. Yes, I suppose, if Patrick Melton just showed up out of the blue to tour all of Aaron's favorite places. It would have been worse. But you cannot fault the man for being like, all right, now I'm getting creeped out. He said weird shit about my kids. And we don't know. We don't know if that's like he's just trying to be edgy or not. We don't know that for a fact. He has made a lot of jokes about that. A lot. So if you want to blame Aaron for getting that thing in the first place, I guess, then that's fine. But we don't know. If people got bored of it, who's to say that Patrick wouldn't have just shown up there? If he's willing to do this, he's making himself look bad because at the very least he looks like a fucking lunatic. Whether the HRO sticks or not, he looks like a fucking creep. So, but it's a very good point. Very good quandary, I'd say. Oh, Rhinoceros, thank you again for the $19.99. Look at that. Oh, I forgot to give Brian. Here's your Kiki bond. There you go. Ding. Rhinoceros, thank you again. Oh my gosh, for the $19.99. Kiki and Gino. Inquiring minds want to know the update of lattes on the Big Island. Mwaha. Kaliki Maha. Lattes on the Big Island. Mehe Kaliki Maha. Eugene. Rhinoceros gave us $19.99.
No, thank you again.
Yes, want to know why?
Thank you, buddy. Why?
The update of the lattes on the Big Island. Maha Kaliki Maha. Mehe. Remember when we called remember our prank call in Mele Kaliki Maha? Hi, could you say Mehe Kaliki Maha?
That was my idea because we were going to put it on the cuffs, but we couldn't fit Mele Kaliki Maha. They had to be able to spell it.
That's right. If you're new,
you said, why don't you do prank calls? And what did I say?
Because I just don't do that.
Because I'm a grown-up.
Because I'm a grown-up. If you're new here,
that's a great callback. I didn't even remember. Thank you,
it's so good. I was thinking about it the other day. If you're new here, I do love a prank phone call. And I stream so late that when I call a Starbucks, it has to be somewhere where it's not closed. So there's an iconic prank phone call where I say, hi, this is Kiki from corporate. And they go, okay. And then they say, I'm like, I just want you to, we're trying to like get people to buy more of the Frappuccinos. And we really think that people will buy more of the Frappuccinos if you say, welcome to Starbucks. And then if they don't think it's a prank phone call, if they actually think I am from Kiki or Keanu, if we're calling Hawaii from corporate, then I go, could you practice that for me right now? And then they go, welcome to Starbucks. And I'm like, and the hand movement is, welcome to Starbucks. And then Gino, I'm like, no. And actually, our CEO is here. And then he's like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. And then I'm like, Gino, you gotta talk to her. This is like Jen. You gotta talk to. We're trying to roll out the Frappuccinos in our new drink. And he goes, hi, it's me, Gino. I'm the CEO. He's like, now we can't fit this on the cups, but it's the Mehe Kaliki Maha latte. So even though we can't fit it on the cups, could you just say, please, for me, the Mehe Kaliki Maha latte, please?
No, we made him spell it.
Oh, could you spell it for me so you could fit it on the cups? Is that what it was? look back at the episode. We like a prank phone call. We don't only do drama around here. That was a blast from the past. Thanks, Rhinoceros. We love you. The Mele Kaliki Mahalate. Chillin 92. Thank you for the super sticker. Very kind of you. The Christmas cups slayed, he said. They did. That was fun. All right, we'll do a prank phone call later if we get to it. That's so cute. I have to pee so bad. How about this? All right, short break. I'll pee, and then we'll be right back to it. Here, watch Miranda Priestley. I'll be back in 1 minute.
Where are the belts for this? Why is no one ready?
Here. It's a tough call. They're so different.
Something funny?
No, nothing's, it's just that both those belts look exactly the same to me. I'm still learning about this stuff and,
This stuff? Oh, okay. I see. You think this has nothing to do with you. You go to your closet and you select, I don't know, that lumpy blue sweater, for instance, because you're trying to tell the world that you take yourself too seriously to care about what you put on your back. But what you don't know is that that sweater is not just blue. It's not turquoise. It's not lapis. It's actually cerulean. And you're also blithely unaware of the fact that in 2002, Oscar de la Renta did a collection of cerulean gowns. And then I think it was Yves Saint Laurent, wasn't it, who showed cerulean military jackets? I think we need a jacket here. And then cerulean quickly showed up in the collections of 8 different designers. And then it filtered down through the department stores and then trickled on down into some tragic casual corner where you no doubt fished it out of some clearance bin. However, that blue represents millions of dollars and countless jobs. And it's sort of comical how you think that you've made a choice that exempts you from the fashion industry when in fact you're wearing a sweater that was selected for you by the people in this room from a pile of stuff.
From a pile of stuff. I play that one every time for a pee break because it's just the perfect amount of time. I finally watched this movie, Araya. You had never seen Devil Wears Prada. I think they're coming out with a remake now. I love that about you. You go against the grain. Love that about you. All right, kids. How long have we been going? Oh my God, almost 2 hours. There's so much to get to. All right. Okay. Back to this. I'm going to go ahead and skip to the part where these lovely ladies who get it wrong a bunch of the time, but sent me a free t-shirt. Talk about Eugene and I. How about that? What do you think? And then we'll get to some other cute stuff. How about that? How about that? And thank you again for the super chat. Thank you for everyone for being here. 1 million Kiki bucks for you all. Whee! What was I thinking? Oh my gosh. Oh, and the newest Keanu cast will be out. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I'll do it as like a post show to after this. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. All right, here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be the hardest episode for our clip maybe ever. All right, let's see. One last thing that they have to say. La la la.
So he's like, I have got to go out here and get these W's.
Yes, narcissistic injury, 100%. Which is wild that we did an episode on that and then all the shit went down. Like, we had no idea any of this was going to happen.
And boy, did it.
Boy, it's like we have to do an addendum. Oh, here's another.
I know. It's so cute. I love that they're like, they look like they're in some kind of They're like matching white t-shirts. I only listened to this. I never like looked at it. They look like they're in like some kind of strange. We hate Aaron. Yes, we do. We hate Aaron. How about you? This is our pledge. We are in a cult. We love Nick Rekieta, don't we? We love him. We can't help it. We whip it, whip it, whip it. We wear the white t-shirt for the whippets. Pledge, pledge, pledge. Rekieta for life. Bing. Melty, melty, melty. That's what it looks like. Just teasing you girls. I love your t-shirt. Don't hate me. Okay. All right. Now they go and talk about Eugene and I in our car stream. And listen, I wasn't going to cover this on our car stream. You know how nervous I get. But the news had just come out, so Eugene and I talk about it. You know how nervous I get doing a car stream. But they cover the Stalin 19 clip, and I thanked him personally. I sent him a message, Stalin 19, shout out to you. I thanked him because I said, I realize how difficult it probably is to clip a show of mine or Gino's anyway. Like we're realistic. We understand it. But let alone a clip of us in the car. So they're going to cover that clip. And we have our own clip guy, but I don't mind, you know, he is always just lovely, you know, but so they're going to cover that clip. So here we go. Where are you? It starts at 2:40. 2:40. Here we go.
Ongoing.
No. Start over, Jackie. No, ma'am.
Larry Sean says this nonsense to ensure Toe's ongoing stupidity feeds the delusion.
Yeah, that's not what you read the first time, but yes.
That's what
no.
I read. This
you
nonsense.
You said no nonsense. And it's fine. I was just making sure we read it right. That's all.
All right. Well, here's this.
All right. Okay, I'll do it. Who let live for 5? I was looking for a button over here because I have to push it here in a minute. I saw the chat. Who let live for 5 says law tubers have literally changed the way I look at lawyers. Like with fuck dude, they must hate Nick. LOL. Yeah, and that's what's wild about it is because they have personal issues with Nick, with the law tuber stuff or whatever. It's just become this thorn in their side, and you know, it's not only that, but there's a built-in army of people that Nick have upset, and those are the people that are now, you know, they're kowtowing to those people. So. We've all been let down by it. If you
okay, but what do you okay? The same could be said for both, right? And these women, I gotta have it, like they're gonna get I'm sure they get a fucking world full of hate for having a man on their show that, you know, whose kid tested positive for cocaine and. But what I don't know what you fucking expect. As far as I'm concerned, and it's not about me, obviously, but just the messages I got from him in the beginning of it all, right after they're arrested, and I'm just, you know, kind of worried, fucking sick. It was, we're not addicts. You know, we're not on drugs, and I am taking accountability. And how dare you even say? I'm like, I don't give a fuck about you, Nick. All I'm thinking is like, you know, God, fuck. I hate looking at this fucking mugshot of, you know, April. Like, I don't know. Like, I didn't reach out and message you, but he took the time, like, instead of thinking about like, hey, you know what? My kids aren't here right now. He took the time to send me like page after page after page of messages. Like, we're not on drugs. This is Aaron's fault. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, clearly now you're proud of it. You taught her to do cocaine, ketamine, whippets, and Molly. I know, and I realize she has autonomy over her own fucking life. It's not like she's some damsel like that didn't choose to do these things. But back then, even, it's like, why are you trying to convince me of that? That you're not on drugs. And then now you're like, yeah, well, we were. He still is not taking any fucking accountability. He's going to fight this HRO to the fullest extent of the law. You go ahead. You are in your own hell. That's absolutely hilarious. Oh, boy.
You liked LawTube and watched any of them and enjoyed and appreciated their coverage or their, their takes on things.
It is. All right.
They're all a little let down.
Yeah. For sure.
Jack Sampson for 2. Hubba Hubba clip for the teddy bear, please.
Ladies, hubba hubba. Ladies, hubba hubba.
Come on.
I love it.
But every time I hear that clip, I can see it in my head of like how he's like, because I had a clip, because I clipped it, so it was just funny.
And he did like that.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh Lord, I think that's all we got. So wait, nope, lies. Nope. Full of lies. Full of lies.
Oh, here
Full scam. Sam Verdelli 99 says Sean has run 50 Golden Corral restrooms. Maybe. Probably.
Oh, poor Golden Corral. Anywho, all right. So
y'all want to laugh?
Yes, let's laugh.
Let's. Yeah, I no setup or anything.
All right.
Yep.
Just push buttons.
It's very self-explanatory.
All right. So already, even after our conclave, even after they gave me this gorgeous free t-shirt that they make money off of me from, the FKT t-shirt, do y'all want to laugh? Okay, let's laugh. Sweep it up, ladies. Sweep it up.
All right. If you're having a hard time here, it is a very soft
freeze
on the volume. I can't turn it up anymore, so just turn it up on your end so you can hear it better. And I'll be honest, I actually haven't watched this whole thing, so I'm watching it for the first time with y'all. So
everybody, just strap in. We'll get through it together.
Okay.
Cyber said to me, the one where they're all in matching outfits. What Arctic is there? We don't know. Or within the time where they were gone, right? They said on the phone how they all decide we're matching outfits.
Yes, we talk.
Were they what time the kids were over for a little bit? Like, your kids aren't that young, a lot of them. Like, they're gonna remember this shit.
Is it
You
really?
know what? So say Aaron feels like harassed, right? Violent disorder.
All that basically I've just said.
Be like, oh my God, am I really gonna fight this? Maybe, I shouldn't have gone with the, Cushing's disease Melton to Tony's after. Like, even if Aaron
Pause. Again, context and all that. We know how both Keanu and Gino never read any of the court documents they have or look into the statutes or anything like that. So obviously they
read. Okay, listen. We're supposed to read their court documents. Melton said something that like we're just so stupid and we inserted ourselves and we're not plugged into something. We are not weirdos. We don't sit around. I know the basics. I know the highlights. They can talk about Melton and the worm with the mustache, Rekieta. They can talk about Aaron. I know that. All I was trying to say in this car stream is what I've already said. I don't know how they don't know that it seems their behavior seems odd and maybe a little bit grounds for harassment. Okay. Melton again flew from Las Vegas to Minnesota, said creepy shit about his kids. And then the man shows up. I mean, I don't know. That's all I'm trying to say. And when I say, why would you fight it? I mean, it's like, well, honestly, if that's what they want to be able to talk about him, right? All they have to do is stay 500 feet away from his house. Should be easy. Melty, you don't live in Minnesota. Rekieta, I think it would be very easy to stay away from his house. Why would you drag your family through more and fight it? That's, I mean, and maybe I'm wrong, but if the fucking thing says you just can't, go anywhere near him, then be like, all right, yeah, whatever, that's cool. I don't know. I mean, like that's what I'm saying. Like, why would you fight it? Like, Melty, you're still allowed to, live your miserable life in your fucking weird basement, being morbidly obese and talking about Aaron. You just can't fly there again and go to his house. You can fly there, I guess. You fucking creep. It's a valid question. Why would you fight it? All right, whatever. Cool. You want to hire a lawyer and fucking fight it? I mean, that's not Jesus. I'd feel like Jesus Christ. I'd feel like a creep enough. Like, okay, yeah, you're right. You know what? That's fair. I'll stay away. I have said some weirdness. I did fly there. I can continue talking about him online in my basement, and that's just how I would react. I wouldn't be like, well, no, I want to fight this. I don't know. Be like, yeah, maybe I should stay away. This is more Rekieta, I don't know. But like, yeah.
Didn't actually read the HROs that were, for Patrick or Nick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just, it's so obvious in the way that she talks about this. She already is like, well, wouldn't you do it? It's like,
it's the fact of saying, well, why would you fight this? Why wouldn't you fight it? Like, if someone, either way, honest to God, I think the dumbest thing that Aaron could have done for his other HRO is not fight it that he had against Ashley, and he didn't fight.
Right.
So now you have Nick and Melton. They have these HROs that were put on against Aaron, and you're saying that it's stupid for them to fight it, but they're being accused of something. And if you don't think that you did it, then wouldn't you?
Well, okay, Melton literally did fly across the country to harass Aaron. I mean, what else would you call it? I'm sorry. What else would you call it? So if all he gets is like, yeah, I just can't go by his house anymore, then you'd be like, you know what? Yeah, I will stay in my basement and just what? Fucking Aaron. I'm sorry. Worm with a mustache. Rekieta drags his wife, who's the victim. I'm not doing quotations. She's the victim. But I only make the thing because it's like, you made her go to the man's favorite bar right after. I'll say it once, I'll say it again. If I had to fucking go to the court where Jason Scoop pled guilty to, breaking my wrist and doing all that stuff, if I had to do that, which would be traumatizing enough, I sure as fucking shit wouldn't go to his favorite place after. It's a terrible thing that Aaron sent that photo. He knows that. He's trying to pay his fucking debt to society. And there's a weird fat man flying across the country who said weird sex things about his kid. And then, you guys are going to his favorite, fucking places afterward. He knows he did wrong. I don't think Kayla actually, I know for a fact she didn't want to be at fucking Stoney's. From what my sources have told me, from the way that she looked. So, Nick, you just are obsessed with Aaron too. It makes sense. You're obsessed with him. You're obsessed with getting back at him for whatever, for leaving your, fucking weird, quadruple sex thing. I mean, it does make sense. You flew on to Vegas on Mother's Day weekend to sit on a panel with the tiny mini fridge that had blow on it when you got fucking raided by the cops. It's probably where your kid figured out how to do blow. Like, you flew to Las Vegas with that to sit on a panel with another weird man named Patrick Melton, and you showed shirtless photos of Aaron. Make it make sense how you're shocked by this. I'm not saying, I guess, don't fight it, but like, can't you understand, like, oh, you know what? We do look kind of fucked up, and this is kind of fucking weird, right? No victim of anything goes to, I wouldn't, hey, God. You go to the fucking victim's favorite place after the fact. My sources tell me she did not want to fucking be there. You dragged her there, Nick. Thought you were going to leave her. Oh my gosh. I thought you were going to fucking leave her. That's what you kept telling your, the love of your life, April. Brian Landon, thank you for the $4.99. Melton is doing it for entertainment. But how about Brian Koberger? More or less creepy than Rekieta. Oh my God. Well, there's no one as creepy as that man. Jesus Christ. Have you been watching those documentaries? Oh, God, what are they? It's always this way. The Idaho fucking college murders. Jesus Christ. I watched 2 documentaries on that now, and like, God. Yeah, I know. And listen, I know Melton's doing it for entertainment. I think he got a bit out over his skis, is what I'm saying. I think he was gassed up by his weird incel audience, misogynist audience. They bought him a flight. He's like, yeah, this will be hilarious. But when you really break it down, maybe to them it was hilarious, but it really does look fucking frightening. Like, yeah, like, God damn it. Haley just said, like, if I were a judge, like, okay, well, if I were a judge and I knew nothing about this, I'd say, well, okay, I have this video about him saying this weird shit about kids. In fact, the, person that complained, his underage child, he flew to my courtroom. He flew and then proceeded to go every single place that Aaron goes. And they know full well Aaron was only in fucking locked up for like 30 minutes. Who's to say he wasn't going to go to fucking Stoney's or, go to his gym? They don't know that. Like, the man bought a 360-degree camera. If I had no knowledge and I saw all of that, I'd go, yeah, it is grounds for harassment. Yes, just please stay away from this man. So if I were Melton, if I were smarter, I'd be like, I'll take I just can't go by his house and I can still talk to him, I guess. I don't know. Or you fight it. And then, it might end up worse for you. Then you might not have you may not have a career anymore. What if the judge, says, you know what? Fuck all of this. No, the 3 of you do not talk about each other. Then what? I mean, they're all lawyered up. I mean, and I guess we're all just going to eat our popcorn and look at it. These fucking men. Jesus. What if that happens? What if it happens where a judge goes, all 3 of you do not utter a word of each other at all. I'm tired of this. Then what happens? I mean, Patrick will have nothing to talk about. I don't know what he'll do. Oh my God. And Nick will spontaneously fucking combust. I mean, then I'd be afraid for my life, honestly, because he's more angry with me for some reason than like anyone for some reason. I know the reason. It's because you silly, stupid man. You wanted to leave your wife and I outed you. Oh, you poor thing.
We were in a sexual and very romantic relationship for a long time.
You have a wife, you weirdo. What happens? I mean, I don't know. If that's the way I made a fucking living, I wouldn't fucking risk it. But no.
It isn't fair.
I know, and I love it. And you know what else? You know what else is like not a good look? I don't know. And again, I'm not a fucking lawyer, but like I think a terrible look is probably Melty, the fucking like weirdo who flew from Las Vegas, and Rekieta have the same lawyer. And it's all, there's a bunch of puzzle pieces to it. There really is. A lot more will come out. So, girlfriends, I just want you to know that. So let's continue.
Be like, I'm going to fight for it. So if you know that you did it, maybe you're just like, I'm not going to fight because it might be worse if I do.
Aaron didn't fight either HRO from Ashley or Kayla because he couldn't. They had him dead to rights, so to speak, right? Like he couldn't. He knew that what was in there was true. He also knew that it would be only to his benefit to shut up about it. He knew that.
Yeah.
I just glanced down the chat. I saw my girl Araya say, fellas, listen, I'm going to quote the Rolling Stone. Who's fighting and what for? I don't know who's fighting in there, but don't. This is a happy-go-lucky place. If you're going to fight with somebody, you could put it on me, okay? No fighting in the chat.
Just
yeah.
Say that maybe it's not technically harassment, but I think it's grounds for an intro. Sure. Especially with what Melton said about
I love it.
Yeah.
I love that. I'm not going to be told to let you finish.
Well, I can't say that. I don't think it's like insane for I don't think it's insane of Aaron to have done that. I like that he did.
I love it.
It's crazy. I loved it. I loved watching Melton all the days that we knew he got served.
We knew.
And we knew. And then it's like just funny to watch his show, just like with him not saying
anything.
Oh,
talk about it. Like he was showing our boy makes chicken. You have nothing, Melton.
I ain't listening to myself.
No, that was today after he had to say something. But the days leading up to it, he got served like a week ago or something, right? No, whenever. Yeah. But it was just funny to watch his show and be like, God, is he really not going to say anything about this? But then he goes, Aaron, shut his big mouth. It's like, what, Melton? You were screaming. You got served with a harassment restraining order. You got served with a harassment restraining order, right? Police at your door, and then you snipe streamed his morning show.
It's another thing.
So what do you think will happen?
What do you mean
What do you
so?
think will happen? He's not going to say, oh my God, that's insane.
All right. And I realize, and this is, look at my face. Hey. I realize sometimes I'm not like, especially if I'm being distracted, and that's on me. And there's nothing more distracting than driving in a car with Eugene. All right. But like, look at it this way. Like they tell Aaron, and Aaron faltered in this like 100 million times. Whether or not like you're allowed to talk about something technically, if you're in a court case of any kind, wouldn't you just shut up altogether? Melton takes it upon himself to like that he knows he's been served. I mean, like you just, is he trying to create something more? Like wouldn't you just be like, you know what? Just got served with this. I probably shouldn't just play his show on my channel. But he does. Don't say so. So. I mean, yes, technically, yes, of course, he's allowed to do it. But like, wouldn't you just like if you were a smart person, wouldn't you just go like, I better not. I did already fly there. But no. So that's the only question I was
I'm gonna have to
asking.
chill the county about it. But yeah, right. So like you shit on Aaron for not keeping his mouth shut
You
or
zip
whatever.
it.
But you
Wouldn't you
guys
zip
do
it?
when you've been served with a harassment?
Shut it down.
You're dumb. You are dumb. Oh my god.
And watching Melton, this is the beauty of it. Melton.
Right. I have to break it up a little bit.
Go ahead, Jackie. You do your thing.
Okay, so
yes.
All right, that's all I needed. I just needed a moment. Anonymous, thank you so much for the $3. This filming outside of a courthouse is not illegal, and you can film public figures. Aaron is a public figure. Why do people
this
not
shirt.
know stuff?
It's true. Anybody,
true.
but
Just kidding.
private people, when you go outside of the privacy of your home, you are fair game. You are basically.
Yes. Okay. But if Aaron did anything like that, you two biddies would be like, oh my God, it's so disrespectful. How dare you? Yes, he's a public. If everybody's you can film anybody, but you can also, there's a pattern of behavior with Patrick of obsessiveness, and I don't know how, like, the spell he has you under, but it's the super tips thing, right? God, that's a lawsuit waiting to fucking happen. I retract my verbal permission for my goddamn talking head. Like, do you want me to send you a fucking cease and desist? Like, I don't know. I'm sorry, but like, Jesus Christ, I've seen what this is. Like, you're insane. I digress. I get it. You have super tips. So therefore you have loyalty to the big fat giant creep. But you would not give anybody else that kind of grace. So you're a public person. Well, you know what? Haley, Jackie, I'm sure you have some creeps in your chat. You guys are attractive women. Say somebody showed up at your fucking house and not house. Sorry, Patrick never showed up at the house. Showed up to your favorite bar with a 360-degree camera. Somebody that said something fucking kind of creepy about your kids. I don't know. Wouldn't you be like, I don't think I like this. Come on. So, come on.
Letting any of your privacy off to the side. Like, you're willingly giving that up and the ability for people to film you in any private or public place.
Mm-hmm. I wanted to bring this up. Question 17 says HROs cover YouTube's terms of service. Right. Why did you guys see a Gino crowdfund for a headband?
I think it was $17 for the headband.
He crowdfunded for a headband,
and these women. That's another fun thing. They're like, yeah, do you know how to crowdfund for a headband? They know. It's a joke. If we can't afford a headband, we can't afford, so give us a super chat because we can't even afford a headband. You two know that. You know it. You couldn't afford the fucking StreamYard thing if we couldn't afford a fucking headband. It was a fucking joke, and you guys know it. You're better than this. I'm gonna throw this shirt away. I'll make this into a headband for him because we're just like so. I really do like it. I'm trying not to be mean to you guys.
I did not see that.
I saw part of NLO's coverage of it, but like 2 seconds of it in passing yesterday, and that was what it was on.
Oh man. Creep. Well, all right. So I had to stop because it's off. If you read the HRO and what was granted by the judge,
yes, what are you reading
in there that he cannot directly or indirectly try to contact Aaron.
Not mention contact.
Not mention contact.
Yes.
Like
now,
I said.
That's why what Aaron is saying and him calling out. Well, here's the thing. Another thing though too.
Listen, Rhinoceros, do not feel unwelcome here. Who is fucking with who's being rude in here? I will not have it. Brian Osterus is a fucking friend of the show. Araya Light is a original butt rug baby. Aaron James, we love you. Who's fighting? Who's being rude? Stop it. Don't bully anyone out of my chat. Any of you. I don't know what happened, but I will not have this. Who's fighting and what for? We're here with a common enemy, and that is the hypocrisy of these women and their Lord and Savior, Patrick Melton, and the deadbeat father, drug-addled, whippet-brained Nick Rekieta. That's our enemy. Don't fight with each other. I know this is hard. And I know it's late. But do not fight with each other. They both just need to ignore each other. Both are good guys. Yes, don't fight. Don't fight over me. God, I'm married. Ray is like, they weren't fighting over you. They think you're a slob. It's just a joke. And untowardness. In the name of the untowardness, we salute you. Blame the onion. Yes. It's his fault. It's his fault. Look at him. Look at him go. Look at this creep. Look at this creepy man. And that is what he did when he got his HRO. And he went, I need to go to Minnesota again and say something creepy about Aaron's kid. Again. In untowardness, we gotta buckle the fuck in, unify, or we'll never get over this. We'll never get through it. That's cute. I love you all. Thank you for keeping it locked down, Araya. I hate when people fight.
Came out there and there was the snipe was happening and he's making this big whole thing about it, and that's how we all found out about the HRO. It's because he just wanted people to know so bad. And people will not go out there and read it on their own and see what is actually out there and go along with what Aaron is saying, trying to make it something that it isn't.
To your point, it's not.
I read it. I hit the highlights of it. I have said it 100 times, okay? What's weirder is that you... Keanu, don't say wine moms. Keanu, don't say wine moms. Lovely women... I understand you're trying to do a show. I understand that you are part of the super tip system. I understand that you are trying to defend your creepy friend, Patrick Melton. But you going through it and reading it, I hit the highlights. Yes, it's okay. And also, yeah, we're a little more in contact. Well, we're in anyway. We know the players involved. All right. We understand that they are allowed to talk about Aaron. My only question is, if the only thing with that HRO is stay 500 feet away from my house, is that crazy? And like I said, wouldn't it? Wouldn't you be afraid if your entire livelihood comes from talking about Aaron in your basement in Las Vegas? You won't be able to afford nearly as many, hamburgers and hot dogs and whatever. What if the judge does say, all three of you fuck off, don't talk about each other. That's it. That's gavel. Bye. It's my only question. And maybe it's my fault. Maybe I didn't come across with that in this car stream. But again, it's a driving stream. You know how I feel about driving streams. So be as angry with me as you want. Rip up this shirt. I really do like it. Thank you for sending it to me for free. FKT. And I will be requesting. I'm gonna put an HRO on you guys. Wouldn't that be funny? They sent me this weird shirt that said "fuck Keanu Thompson," and I see it in my channel and time. I'm like, I feel scared. I didn't even buy it. It's like, I don't know how they found my address. Okay, now I'm slap happy. Wouldn't that be funny though? Let's start our own drama. Like, I'll put an HRO on YouTube. Like, they send me this weird merch. Look, and there's their weird, like, logo on the back. I'm scared. It's a joke, ladies.
Publicly available unless you live there and go get a copy.
Right.
So at the time, there was no way to read it.
Exactly. So you'd only have to go off of what Aaron said. Do you think he banked on anybody going out there and actually getting the actual HRO that he filed and what was actually granted?
I don't know. I would like to say no, but I mean, Minnesota, Minnesota
Public
records, whatever it is. Yeah, public records person. They do that all the time. So it's like, surely you would think, and maybe that's why, I don't know. Maybe. Either way. Yeah, I don't know.
What Aaron said in the filing. Okay, this is my thought. Is that he thought because of what he wrote in the filing, that would be enough.
I have to say this again. Okay. Araya brought this up to me too. They now that I'm like watching this back, Jackie, this does, and with their matching t-shirts and with Aaron's face behind them, it looks crazy. I know it's a funny joke to their audience, but like if you are like, if you're trying to expand your audience at all, you look like insane with his picture there. I know it's funny. I don't, come on. Look at that. It looks like something you'd see in, okay. And I think I just, when I talked to Aaron recently, I'm like, when this is some weird documentary, is this how you want to fucking look, Jackie? You're both in white t-shirts and you have his fucking mugshots behind you. And then like crazier things have happened. I'm trying to say to you, I know it's like a funny joke. I know I run a joke into the ground. But they're going to probably pull 30 seconds of your show. Like, say it is. It's a compelling story. Patty Melty flew, 3,000 miles to stalk Aaron Imholt. Crazier things have happened. I would take those down and I wouldn't wear matching t-shirts. Oh, and then I'll wear your t-shirt. I love it. I love it. Great fabric. Great stuff. We're going to look insane. So I'm giving you a word of advice. KT, I know what it stands for. I love the what you guys think it stands for. It's definitely fuck Keanu Thompson, and I know that, and I'm leaning into it. And it's free. It's a really good color. It's really cool. Can you guys help me? And I think, honestly, I need a bing, bing, bing t-shirt. I hear you saying bing, bong, bing, Patty Melty. You all do it now.
embarrassing enough. It's out there, blah, blah, blah. Not thinking that people won't read the rest of it, of what was actually granted or not understand it. Like, is that what his hope was, so that it could just be what he wanted it to be? I don't know.
I don't know either. I have no idea.
All right. I'm going to shut up. I'm going to push. Actually, I'm going to bring this up. Principled Uncertainty, thank you for the 10 euros. Says, Gino is the most tragic figure in history. He skips for fun. Consider how much stress you have to be under to, oh my God. Consider how much
stress. It's not you.
Okay, you have to be under to that over 40. I think it means how much stress you have to be under to be him, to be that.
Oh.
And be over 40.
Got you. Yeah. Yeah. Well, sorry about your luck, I guess.
Yeah, he's like, yeah.
Gotcha.
In our room, because like exactly, I'd argue we used to have so much like, oh, and now he's like,
that's them, not us.
Okay. But you can tell he has no conviction in it because he doesn't know. So now he's like, well, what am I going to do? Am I going to show Bowser making chicken? Your streams are what? Thank you so much. Whatever fun you were having, shit, Melton, you're not going to enjoy it. Not till all this shit is out of the way. And you know what it is? Yours, dummy. It's yours, you dumb fuck. Because you were so giddy. You're like, oh, go to Minnesota. That's you don't even know what comedy is anymore. You fat.
What does it?
That's what you do.
You're not funny anymore, so that's why you need an HRO.
What does being a comedian have to do with any of this?
Well, it's just like all we're saying is like it's like Ashley and I were talking about this a little bit last night. Okay, we were talking about it a lot. It's gotta fucking hurt, Patty, Melty, Stalker, Pooh, that he can't hack it as a fucking comedian. And it's got to be hard looking like him to leave his home. So he's found his people, you know, but I think he's gotten like, I think he's gotten a little out over his skis. Can you imagine if he tried to ski, topple over, go freaking weeble wobble, but he does fall down. So that's what we're saying. It's like, because I don't know, we were in the car. Want to know why? We were going to a fucking gig. Melty only travels to stalk Aaron Imholt. Hello? That's why it fucking matters. It's hard for me to talk like shit about Patrick Melton because I feel fucking terrible for him. I always have. I have always felt bad for him because I can just see, I'm sorry, and I know I say it all the time. I can not only see just sadness behind those eyes, I can see that like he's probably a gay man, and I hate when somebody can't come out with it and like just live their authentic life. So he would be the guy that I would be like, that he's probably been bullied his entire fucking life. He would be the person that I would like try and go sit with in the lunchroom. They'd be like, I want to eat my 2 sandwiches alone. I'd be like, okay. And I wasn't popular. Like you and I, we could take care of each other. So that's why it's that's why we talk about him being a failed comedian. That's all. I just think he's gotten out over his skis. It's like, all right, you could have just talked about Aaron forever. Okay, Hackamania a little much, especially inviting Nick Rekieta. I don't know what you fucking we're thinking with that. And acting like, oh no, I don't really care about him. I'm like, you guys are lovers. Are you kidding? You guys are fucking lovers. Literally. Like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. But to fly to Minnesota. I don't know. You can't feel fulfilled that just talking about Aaron every single day. And if you can't talk about Aaron, talking about sweet Michael Ray Bauer. Huh? Keep on sweeping for him, though, lady.
Lawsuits. Oh, no, it's okay. It's okay.
Here's the highlight about what I feel about that interesting thing with the HRO, all right? I don't understand how they're so shocked by it. I don't understand how Melton thinks like he's like, well, I don't know why you're just shut the fuck up. He had to open his big mouth again. Yeah, about his whole thing. He's like, how is it not harassment? And if nothing else, the shit that
Thank you, Keanu.
Melton has said about his kid. So gross. And, okay, so somebody says that stuff about your child, and they show up in Minnesota. I don't care if it's a hearing, but they show up in Minnesota.
Muttering Jay, I can't believe you're still here. Or sweet poor Chad Zumach. Okay, I'm too nice to everybody. If I said what I wanted to say, I'd be like, you're all fucking freaks and you're all harassing each other. And there's grounds for fucking like legal action on all fucking sides. All right. Chad. No, and he fucking is like a douche to me too. But like, I'm just like, God, I feel bad for him too. I feel bad for everyone in life. I don't want to make fun of these fucking wine moms and their weird t-shirts. But like when the documentary comes out about this, they're going to look like idiots. When maybe I will too. But I'm sure as shit I'm not wearing like a matching t-shirt with fucking photos of Aaron behind me or Nick. Can you fucking imagine? They're all freaks. You're all fucking freaks. But God, well, Keanu and Gino didn't read through the legal documents. Yeah, okay. We hit the highlights. We're just asking a very simple question. I was just trying to ask a very fucking simple fucking question. You're all getting too fucking, to quote my favorite movie, Signs. Everyone needs to calm down and eat some fruit or something. Like, it's enough. It's enough. What the fuck is going to happen when the judge goes, you all need to fucking fuck off. Don't talk about any of each other or else there'll be hell to pay. Then Patrick Melton will starve to death. Thankfully, he's got a lot in the tank. Goddamn Nick Rekieta will spontaneously combust. Thankfully, Aaron has been not speaking a word of it, finally. Whee! Problem solved, freaks. And then honestly, I mean, I assume you guys have jobs. What will you do? You guys do talk about other shit on your show, right? So I'm trying to be nice. They gave me a free t-shirt that says fuck Keanu Thompson on it. They were very nice when I talked to them. God, they should call me Kiki High Road Thompson. I haven't called them slobs once. I don't think they're slobs. I told them that. I said, I was angry with you guys because it got angry. And I only said that because I was like, oh my gosh, they can't possibly think that they're slobs. I didn't think it would be that hurtful, but apparently it's hurtful. Okay. I'm evolved. I wouldn't call fucking, an actual slob a slob. I'd call a mean girl a slob.
He's not a member of like the. I mean, I guess he could be an independent.
We're never gonna get to any of the other things.
What he is he's an obsessed freak who monetizes Aaron and is obsessed and has said heinous, very dangerous and odd things about his daughter. So put Aaron aside. Amanda has said, and you all know it.
Hang on a sec. I don't disagree with the kid stuff. I think it's disgusting, and we've always disavowed it. But if that was such a big problem for Aaron, why did that not come up when it first started? Like, do you remember him having a conversation? Well, he said,
all right. How do you just like brush over that though? It's a big deal. It's a big fucking deal. All right. I mean, I don't need to play the clip. We all know the kid stuff is fucked up and creepy as shit. So just from an outsider's perspective, Patrick Melton ain't a comedian anymore. He's just a fucking troll with an army of misogynist incels behind him, and these two ladies all like and the deadbeat father who drug-addled, whippet-brained, blue-fingered father with worm with a mustache, Nick Rekieta. Like, is that the fucking people you guys want to associate yourself with? It's not like nothing. It's not nothing that he said those things over and over and then shows up in Minnesota. I mean, I'm sorry. God, every single time I freeze it, I look more and more like a hideous alien here. So I apologize.
That he talked to Ashley about it, and that he thought that Balin had emailed Patrick asking him to stop or whatever. I'm just saying, like, if that was, I don't disagree with the fact that it was gross, but if it was that big of a deal, why not, try to do something about it, I guess. Which honestly, like, he quit. He didn't just like keep doing it.
Right.
But why now, right? I always get in trouble for saying why now, but why now? Like, why not protect your kid before? If you're going to use her as a shield, my point, I guess, is like, if you're going to include her on this HRO and be like, oh, and also, then why didn't you say something about it months ago?
No way.
Right.
That's all.
Live.
Just bothers me.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing is, I don't know, man. I have to think about it. I'll come back to it.
A man that has said those things about your daughter shows up. Well, no, anybody that's part of it shows up in Minnesota and then is going to all of your favorite places, your boxing gym, the place where your anniversary show is.
All things I've already said, yes.
Yeah. I don't think it's that out of the realm of possibility, and like, I don't think it's that insane for Aaron to go, you know what, at this point, this is harassment. And this is like,
bingo, Keanu, thank you, Keanu.
And I'll be right back. I need to get this.
The more people like, look, oh, Aaron can't keep his mouth shut. You know my thoughts on that. Why should he have to? Well, there's certain things you get shut up. Don't do things that then people can't talk about. I don't want to talk about this anymore. No, fair point. And I'm not saying Aaron didn't do anything wrong, whatever. But I'm saying you did the shit he was talking about, Nick, and you wanted to go away. So you can say, I'm not. You were so. I'll never get past. Never get you sit in the car.
I can't pause this.
Aaron's cooked your kid.
Oh, nice. But okay, my question would be, what about the other way around when Aaron was able to talk?
Okay, this is what pisses me off so bad. It's like when somebody says, like, okay, it's like a political argument, right? And I'm not political. I take every situation one-on-one, right? It's like, well, well, Trump did this, or Trump isn't coming, isn't doing what he said he would do. Yeah, well, but what about Biden? The whataboutism, it's like, well, what does that have to do with what I'm talking about? It's like, Haley, you're saying right now, it's like, I made a point right there, and then you go, well, what about this time when this happened or whatever? And like, you're too invested in people that you really don't know, but I guess you're like in bed with them because of Super Tips lawsuit waiting to happen. That's insane. Like, Jesus Christ. I don't even know. But it's like, instead of just responding to the thing, like, okay, yeah, that happened, but what about this? Doesn't matter. It's not that it doesn't matter, but like, why not respond to the thing that is being said right now? The whataboutism is insane. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, come on. You want to tell me I'm biased? I'm trying not to be. I mean, I don't know how much more I can be, like, kind of unbiased. Like, yes, of course I have a bias because I know the fucking shit that April has told me about Nick, which I won't even say any fucking more than I've already said. But like, I never say that Aaron did completely the right thing, but I do know that Aaron is trying to do the right thing and understands like where he went wrong. I have the messages from fucking Nick. I don't think he still thinks he did anything fucking wrong. he still tries to say like every fucking 1 in every 500 children at a carnival tests positive for cocaine. You guys are crazy. You're crazy. Oh my God. Just be like, you know what? I fucked up. I fucked up. I don't know. Maybe it's like, you know what? I guess being paid in a sense, it's like they're not being paid, I guess, by them, but they're certainly in bed with them because of the super tip system, I guess, which is a lawsuit waiting to happen. I don't know. Do you guys have Aaron Imholt's Google history too? I fucking hope not. I would hate to see that happen to you guys. Jesus. I don't think that you do, but
go on his media tour and just basically spill everything. He said he was getting in front of the arrest, which he goes out and talks about all this weird sexual stuff and, you know, how they had a relationship and Kayla was his soulmate, all that stuff. What about that? Like, he's sitting here like, if you didn't like it, you know, of course he should have put an HR on him. I'm like, well, what about all the months and months and months of that? Would they not have had a right to also be like, please stop?
What about?
Like, you got to look on both sides of the coin with this. But
Well,
it's, you know.
But okay, well, here's another question then. When you talk about the difference or anything.
To that point, right. Aaron knows. He should not have fucking said anything about anything. He fucked up there. So, but now, whatchamacallit? Worm with the mustache, Rekieta, and Patrick, they want to fight this. They want to fight this harassment restraining order. And yes, because technically they can say things about him. Should they? Should they? Aaron wasn't, you know, there was no gag order on Aaron talking about what he probably shouldn't have talked about. They're all freaks. Stop it.
Aaron privately reached out to either Nick or Melton and asked them to stop.
I don't think so. I don't think he even answered whenever Melton was like, what's up? Yes, let's do the boxing thing. Sign me up. He wasn't answering. So probably not.
Whereas when it comes to what happened with whole Aaron and Kayla thing, she texted him, yo, stop.
But
and
if it worked,
and he probably showed it up on screen.
Yeah. And if it worked that way, though, Nick could have been like, cut it out. Or April could have been like, cut it out. Like, it's, I don't know.
Right.
That's all.
Yeah. All right.
Aaron James, it's funny because I hope you and Gino don't get wrapped up in this mess. They might subpoena you as a witness, as witnesses. They've already threatened that. Like, right. And you know what? What would we do? We would just sit there and fucking tell the truth again. But fuck, I mean, no, nobody wants that. Make things difficult. Like, listen, I don't need to talk about it. Like, and subpoena us for what? I mean, that would be a total Rekieta. Listen, they've already tried it. They already tried to do that, and we never got a fucking thing. Knock on wood. You know what? If we had to go in, if they're gonna all like really do that, if we had to do that, we would. What do Gino and I do? Sit there and just tell the truth. That's it. That's all we can do. We didn't do anything to anyone. And no, we don't want to be wrapped up in any of this, but it's definitely interesting. What? We go and sit there like, yeah, want to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. Like, what? What are they going to ask? I'm like, yeah, they're all lunatics. Sucks, but I know, but it's nothing of a spite. Yeah, it's I've seen people do it. Right. No, and that they already tried it. They already tried to subpoena us. They were hell-bent. They said, you guys are gonna have to go to Minnesota and testify. We're like, all right, well, we welcome our thing. We would say the same thing that we said to the goddamn fucking cop that called us 3 times about Aaron's, revenge porn case. Okay. We didn't lie. But they're like, okay, I guess, what else are we going to get from these two? Nothing. You can see exactly how we feel right here on our show. I mean, if it's like a situation where, no, I can't imagine a situation. I would welcome a day to be like, you're all lunatics. I know this about you, Rekieta. I know what you texted me. I know what you've done. And hi. Like, I thought you were going to leave your wife. It's so funny that she's here right now. Like, I mean, I don't know what I would. I might be in hell. Like, would I be held in contempt of court for being like, I don't know, this guy's a fucking asshole, drug addict. He does whippets. I know he does. Isn't that in violation of that? And also, they're all lunatics. They're crazy. They're fucking crazy. They should all fucking stop talking about each other. Can I go? I wouldn't be held in. I would be very respectful, but no. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? Wild. Is Rekieta really live right now? I don't know. Should we snipe him? God, we're never going to get to anything else.
He's like, Kiki, you're a monster. You're a monster, and I hate you. You got our you got this woman hooked on drugs. You lost your kids for a time, and no, it's very terrible when CPS intervenes. But you act like they weren't with your parents, all right? They were with your parents, and you love it. You dipshit. You loser. I'm like, you got to stop with it. He's like, yeah, I got to do with it and cocaine and Molly and ketamine.
I just said that.
I didn't even know about. I know your wife is miserable. I know that firsthand. She's despondent.
I do know that.
Not even doing anything. Just lays there and like
firsthand
because she's probably medicated to have to deal with your ass. But I digress.
All right, now
what he put out there.
Hey, it's Rev.
Rev and Trader. Hi.
Hi.
Yeah. So that's their legal take, I guess, on things. Man.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just.
This is what's so funny. Now, these two broads, I can tell that they know I'm right on some things. I can tell. That's why they're like, you want to laugh? Then they go, yeah. Because I am correct. This is why they have like kind of nothing to say after and why they're uncomfortable. Because they're wrapped up in, they're on team worm with a mustache, deadbeat dad, drug addled, fucking no, was going to leave his wife for April, Nick Rekieta. Like, I mean, that's just what it is. And I'm not like, I don't think even Aaron would describe me as team Aaron. I'm team. I look at everything and I look at it like every situation one-on-one. But from what I can tell, he realizes his fucking fuck ups and is trying to atone for it. And sorry, I can't fucking like blame the man for being creeped out by Patrick Melton flying from Las Vegas to Minnesota to stalk him and go to all of his favorite places. With the victim of the crime, even. It's a very odd thing to do, Nick. Drag your wife to the perpetrator's favorite bar? I understand why she probably is despondent and, staring at the fucking ceiling. And I know I know from sources that she did not want to seem like she wanted to be there. So, you know what? You all fucking go at each other in court. But you two ladies, I want you to recognize your bias too. And I want you to look at yourselves right now in your matching t-shirts. And the one on the and Jackie, this is not gonna look good with Aaron's photos behind you. You guys look like you're like bizarre. I don't know. A-logging sort of fangirls or something. I mean, it's definitely not a good look. But I love my t-shirt. I really do. I do. We had a conclave. They're nice ladies. They said a little mean shit about me. I can say a little mean shit about them. But they're rational women. This is why I go like, okay. Y'all want to laugh, but this is why they're so silent now. They're thinking like, well, Keanu made some good points, but we can't let her have that. What will we do with our t-shirts? The FKT t-shirts. No one will buy them if we don't shit on her.
I can understand wanting to back up your friend, defend your friend. You do see these back up, but the problem is that it's not Aaron not responding. Like if stuff was going on and he just never said anything back or did anything back or whatever, that's one thing. But it's like it's stupid. It's internet beef going back and forth. You have one person who overshares their whole life and everything that they do, while another person comments on why are you oversharing on this whole thing about your whole life. And now
no, it's not that. It's like all right, that's what Aaron does. He talks about his fucking life. That's what I do. I talk about my fucking life. Aaron definitely, well, I think he knows that now, should not have, well, there's like legal things going on, should not have talked about his life. But that's the whataboutism of it. It's like, whoa. All right, he's trying to learn from it, and then you have like weirdo flying into town after they did like an entire incel festival about him. All you know that you're like, you know, butt buddy fucking Nick Rekieta, all he wants is to be able to talk about everything. And then he actually has nothing to say. He's like, when this story, he texted that to me, or like Instagram messaged it to me, when this all fucking like broke. And then everything I said to him ended up being true. I'm like, I don't trust you. I can see through you. I'm worried. I don't give a fuck about you. I'm worried about my fucking friend. How could I not be? But it's like, no, this is Aaron's fault. We're not even on drugs. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, but it is weird. You guys can't wear matching shirts like that and then have Aaron's photo behind you. That's all I'm saying. Because like you never know if there will be a documentary someday, and this is not gonna look good. It's gonna look really weird. I know it's a funny joke to you guys. And it's kind of funny, but like you guys look like freaks. But I love the t-shirts, and thank you for the adoration. FKT. Everybody buy one from them, okay? There's the pretty antisocial logo right in there. I'll wear it with pride. I love it. It's so cute. All right, what else?
Is upset because the person who has commented on you oversharing for your whole life and has been following you oversharing your whole life and it all happening out on the internet went to follow up and see you at court. I don't know. It's just stupid going back and forth. I get it.
the thing is, Aaron has done the exact same thing to other people, if not worse.
Say
You know, he picks a target for whatever reason and does his thing. And it's like, okay, that, you know, what's good for the goose is good for the gander kind of thing. You can't just be upset and then hide and, oh, I'm so hurt. But anyway, I don't know. But for me, I would never have a friend that was a snitch bitch like Aaron.
Snitch bitch? What? Look at them. A snitch bitch like Aaron. Ladies. If it were up to me, I would never have a friend that was a snitch bitch like Aaron. You guys are indoctrinated now. You really are. You are fucking full-blown indoctrinated into Patrick Melty culture. Fucking Nick Rekieta like comes on your show. A snitch bitch like Aaron. Maybe, just maybe. Could you maybe think that he's just trying to fucking get on with his life, and this man has fucking said sexual, inappropriate, and dangerous things about his underage daughter, Melton. And then he flies to Minnesota, buys a new camera to get a 360-degree, like wherever he walks in the courtroom, to get a fucking photo of him. And yes, of course, it's like you're obviously allowed to go to somebody's court hearing. But after he said fucking sexual fucking weirdness about his fucking kid, and then waits in the outside the elevator with a camera, and there's photos. There are photos of Melton waiting for Aaron to get on the elevator and come up there. And we all know that. It's in your, I'm sure you're a part of that Discord. And this man's just trying to move on with his life, atone for his fucking actions. He flies from Vegas to Minnesota. He's a snitch. And then I'm sorry, I forgot. He goes to his favorite bar where his anniversary shows are held. He goes to his favorite gym where he does boxing. They know full well, they obviously stalk him, that he was only in jail for like fucking 30 minutes for violating, yes, which he obviously is, you know, trying to atone for, violating his probation or whatever. They go to his gym, his bar, his golf course. And he's a snitch bitch? I don't understand it. I don't get it. You guys have kids. You'd be fucking creeped out too. Come on. You want to accuse me of being like fucking biased and trying to defend my friend. Because I'm a friend, I don't fucking defend his like stupid actions. You don't even fucking know these people. How are you defending them? Oh, I forgot. Super Tips. The illegal fucking company. Yeah, great. A snitch bitch. You know what? Fuck this t-shirt. I'm just kidding. I love the t-shirt. I just want you two to do better. A snitch. And also a snitch. The connotation of that is that the person that you're snitching on did something fucked up and wrong. You guys would be fucking mortified. You'd be fucking mortified. Somebody shows up who said fucking Ugh. Ugh. I don't know how you don't understand it. Well, I do, because you're in bed with I don't know, super tip man. A super size me man. And the worm with a mustache, the drug-addled whippet boy who doesn't care about his kids. So anyway, that's all it is. But keep on going. And this is coming from a place of love, ladies. But this is not a fun. Do not make me call you Kathy Bates again. I won't.
So, yeah, ride or die for your homie and whatnot. Like you started this by saying like, okay, I get it's your friend. That's on you. That shows your lack of, discernment and picking people that are whose character is beyond flawed to the point that, he's a really gross person, and not just like, oh, he shaves his armpits and rolls, dog poop around on his feet, his bare feet.
Yeah.
He is gross in that way.
You know what Aaron never did? Yeah, all right. He shaves his armpits. Sure. I don't know how you two women know that. I didn't even know that. That's creepy that you do know that. You know what never happened to Aaron? His kid never tested positive for cocaine. He was never accused of, like choking his kid. But he shaves his armpits. Okay. Maybe he's an oversharer. But Aaron's kids were never taken away from him. Aaron never, had his mother's pills on his bedside table. Aaron never left Gordy in the bathroom all day long. Aaron never, I don't know, told his, he doesn't have a wife anymore, but he never told any wife that he had, that don't worry. No, sorry. It's a difficult thing. Aaron never, had a side piece living in a house next door that he told that he was going to leave, told her that he was going to leave his wife for. Aaron never did that. Aaron never waited for his wife to leave for the grocery store and then invite the side piece over and have sex with her and then tell her that, I'm going to leave my wife, but, and then never did. So, I don't know, but he shaves his armpits. Weird that you know that and I don't. I don't know. Ladies, I don't know. Aaron doesn't have 5 kids that fucking, got taken away. One testing positive for cocaine. Oh, God, no. Blah, blah, blah. But yes, Aaron, because he shaves his armpits and is a snitch. You want to talk about whataboutism? I'm here for it. There you go, girlfriends. I love the shirt. Thank you so much. It was free.
Too, but just he's not a good person. And you guys love him, so I guess you have to defend him. But it's in bad faith. You're not being real about the situation. And
no, you're not.
They gotta look at it from both sides. You're fine. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Isn't that adorable? Look at them. We're not being real about the situation. Like literally what I just told you. You're not being real about the situation. No, you're not. If you want to call what I just did whataboutism, then I'm here for it. That's fine. But that's how you guys play. You're like, yeah, well, whatever. He's snitch. He shaves his armpits. Ladies. I was as nice as possible, and I really do love my shirt. And it couldn't have come at a better time. They are nice women. They're misguided, I think. Because they have the super tip system. And but I can't wait to wear this. I really can't. Everybody go and get your FKT t-shirt on their website. Well, that took longer. Oh, of course it did. It took longer than I thought it would. But We'll have our clip guy clip it up. You know what? Listen, I don't want to be hard on them because we did have a conclave and we did, get past our issues. Like, we were just like, going back and forth at each other. But you know what? I think they'd appreciate this. We're allowed to disagree on things. I love it. I love it. Oh God, it's been 3 hours and 9 minutes. I want to talk about Kardashians. And of course, I wanted to talk about the Coldplay moment with the guy from Astronomer. I even had him as a guest. This was too much fun. First, let's see here. Somebody did a little birdie in the chat told me that Nikki Boy was live. Why not? Let's just see. Let's just see. Because who could possibly be watching anyway? Oh, yeah, he's live. Looking good as hell. Should we do it? Let's look at him for a minute. Let's look at him. I don't want to do this, but why not? Let's see.
And how it was in his manor kingdom to be conducted. And the length of time for obtaining the place, the and the Thermion, and the breastplate, on the 22nd day of September, 1827, having gone, as usual, at the end of another year to the place which they were deposited, and the same heavenly messenger delivered them to me with his charge, that I should be responsible for them.
TV's Will Heron says, people talking religion scare me. Have a great show, y'all. Later, buddy. We're just going to get...
You know what? I feel bad. I feel bad for everyone in life. I feel bad for this man. He looks like just fucking unwell. I don't know. Let's continue. Let's see.
Through this Cooking with Kurt video in which he's not cooking or being fun right now. He's reading the Book of Mormon. No one wants him to do this. He thought he's sitting there. He's like, you know what we could do? Someone's like, have you ever read the Book of Mormon? He's like, we could do that now. No. Why would you do that? Why would you say yes to that? Why would that be the thing where you're like, you know what, actually, yeah, I've heard about that thing.
He's sweating. Is he fucked up? Father of the year. God, worm with a mustache. Ugh. Miss April. Are you in a sexual and very romantic relationship for a very long time? Why am I so nice? Fuck him. Oh my God, deadbeat dad. Fuck you. Why is are you done? I don't know. Which one? That whoever he's watching, I think that was his like former lawyer friend, or are you talking about his face? It doesn't look bloated to me. It looks sunken. I miss Megamind. That's not nice. You know what? Right. It's not anything about Patty. Right. Dedicated 2 years of his life. Just rude asshole. And she's a very nice person. I rue the day that she ever met you, Rekieta. I rue the day. I rue the day that she ever met any of them, to be honest. I would be happy if she never met Aaron or, fucking Kayla or fucking, and especially Rekieta. But hopefully she's in a better state and, out of this man's life, not just waiting for him to leave his wife. Hey, yeah, remember Kayla? He told the lady living next door that he was gonna leave you for her. So Let's see. What else?
I'm going to start reading it now on a live stream. I don't know if it's going to be good or interesting. I'm going to read a bunch of weird shit that I don't get. That obviously goes into a bunch of other shit that will help me understand it later, I guess, maybe. Or not. I'm just going to start reading it now. While I slouch slovenly into my fucking chair. The heroic chair that's got to smell so bad. Ugh. Can you imagine after a long stream, he has to peel off like his back skin from that leather? Because like his shirt just rides up as he sits there and slouches down. So then it's just his back skin on leather. And he just...
Are you... It sounds like you're talking about your best friend and lover, Patrick Melton. Don't fat shame this poor man.
When he gets up, it's got to be disgusting.
That if I should let them go carelessly or through any neglect, I should be cut off. But if I would use all my endeavors to preserve them until he, the messenger, should call for them, I should be protected. I soon found the reason why I received such strict charges to keep them safe, and why the messenger said that what I had done was required at my hand. He would call for them. For no sooner was it known than I had them. The most strenuous exertion.
I don't even know why he's
to
doing
get them
this.
from me. Every stratagem that could be invented was resorted for that purpose.
Oh, crack, 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 crack. Listen, I don't have a kid. I don't have, it would not, let alone 5 kids. I don't know. Why is he doing this in the middle of the night? Is he covering a court case at 2 o'clock in the morning? Oh, Nikki boy. You know what? It was so funny. It's like, I would like him messaging like quad father because he'll go on anybody's show that doesn't even. But if Keanu or Jesse show up, I'm out. It's like I would love to, go toe to toe with you again. No pun intended. I would love to speak with you. He won't. He's like a little baby worm man. And it's not a mustache anymore. I guess it's like a goatee. He's a worm with a goatee. So funny. He's more than welcome to go in his chat and say, I'll send him the link. He's more than welcome here. He won't, though. Or tell him to send me the link. Don't do it. Don't do it. Do it. Don't do it. Do it. Because he's like, God, what a deadbeat human being. Sad. I wish him well.
Yeah. The prosecution became more bitter and more severe than before, and the multitudes were on alert continually to get them from me if possible. By wisdom of God, they remained safe in my hands until I accomplished them what was required at my hand. When, according to arrangements, the messenger called for them, I delivered them upon him, and he has in his charge until this day, the 2nd of May, 1838.
Stop reading it. Just don't.
Ooh, okay.
You said you were going to read the first page. Oh my God. Yeah, but is it still the first page or you just keep it going?
Okay.
We were in a sexual and very romantic relationship
that makes
for a
total
long
logical
time.
sense. I have no further questions.
It's fun.
Why did I read that? I feel stupider. All right, so let's take a look at Crack Chicken Land and see how it's going over here in Crack Chicken Land.
Oh! Ah!
It smells very bacony. Let me just tell you, it smells a lot like bacon. I'm getting a lot of bacon on this.
Oh, I know what he's doing. This poor guy. This poor guy was just trying to do a little cooking stream.
I think we'll try it without the cheddar cheese, and then maybe we'll try it.
He's fucked up. Is he not? I mean, count down. Let's count down to a whippet break. And this is beneath me, but it's funny. Notice how I won't fly to wherever in Minnesota he lives and stalk him at his next court case. But I digress. He's high. He's sweating. It makes me, he really was good at what he did, wasn't he? I mean, don't people say that it was like, we all watched Rekieta covering all of these court cases. Now he's just like watching his like former friend high out of his mind, like sweating. I don't know. It's just weird. Why didn't you cover the goddamn, what was it? What did we just talk about in the chat? The fucking Idaho murder thing. I didn't see any of that. I didn't see, he didn't even fucking cover the Karen Reed like verdict. He's just sitting there going, Aaron, whip it, April, Aaron, whip it. Where's April? Aaron, whip it, Aaron. Melton. I love him, his big fat body. God.
Some with cheddar cheese and see which way it would go.
Which way we go?
Okay, got it. Yeah. He's just sitting there doing that. Okay, well, thought he was this is sad to watch.
The Instapot is great. I do like the Instapot. I can strongly recommend it. I use it all the time. It's great.
He uses it for cereal. He does use it all the time. All these recipes are Instapot recipes.
I did not mean you.
About, like, except for a couple of those casseroles.
But I love you.
It's like, I love the Instapot. I love it. It's not fun. They'll leave it overnight or whatever. And then you go up to it and it's like, looks like that. Like it's like cheese. Smells terrible.
Listen, ladies.
And it's like, oh, it's
man.
I could not even come close to eating whatever's in that pot.
Friend.
I couldn't do it because I'd just be thinking about that the whole time. It's fucking gross. Kelliam says, at least we can't see his dandruff fall into the grub with him sporting this sad shirt. His shirt is sad. I love, like, the collar is, like, stretched. Oh, my God.
Poor guy. I think he must know we're here because I feel like he's getting nervous.
Oh, the fucking ranch dust around the rim over here.
Okay.
Lawyer.
Oh God, he's gonna eat this.
Like, okay.
He doesn't see any problem with it either. That's the worst part.
What I can tell from this, it's like, okay, he's trying to like be melty right now. Right? Like, it's like fine, I think. If I'm sitting here watching him sweating and with his like little like pube curl doing this. And I guess he's like trying to be like Melton, like just like making fun of like, I guess his former friend or something. But I thought we were supposed to hold you in a higher regard, lawyer boy. There's so much that happened. Why do I know? Like, why have you not talked about the Idaho murder thing? Why haven't you? Have you? No. Gotta wait till my children go to bed so I can do some whippets and sweat myself to death. I can do this all night. I will. I'll do it all night. I don't care. It's frightening. I don't know.
He's not like, this doesn't look too good.
Oh my God, I thought he blocked us.
What is happening in this video right now? Guys, I'm fucking lost. He's just chopping aimlessly at what pieces of chicken that are floating in that disgusting, like,
actually, fucking Jesus Christ, the indoctrination. Melton already watched this. He's just watching oh my fucking God. It's starting to get fucking creepy. Melton already watched this guy cooking this fucking weird chicken. So now you thought, I won't go to bed. Let's do a few whippets and I'll sit up and watch the same video that Melton already watched for no reason. Leave the guy alone. I didn't know. I didn't do this. You guys did. You told me he was on. We'll stay here all night. Oh my God. He's like, I miss April. God, I wish I had left my wife, but thank God you didn't. Jesus Christ. Hopefully she's living a better fucking life. Ugh.
Like hot tub filter refuse? Like, what is going on?
Durium, my favorite party drugs. Let's see. Good question. Okay. Like in my wild days, I have done Molly, but I'm a very nervous person. And one time, like I had a friend, like this is back in college, like I had a friend that like loved to like fuck with me a lot. Still love the guy. He's like, I'm like, I just want the little babyest bit. We're all staying in a cabin. I mean, this is like, I don't know what. Oh God, it's embarrassing. When did I graduate college? 2015. Might have been 2014. And he went, I'm like, I just want the little babyest bit because I'm just too scared. And then he puts the Molly in like capsules or whatever. And then I'm like, all right, down the hatch. I trust my friend. I'm like, okay. He's like, by the way, I gave you way more than anyone else. So we didn't know. Okay. I'm like, take me to the hospital. I'm like begging someone. I'm like, please take me to the fuck. I didn't even feel a fucking thing yet. All of a sudden, I'm like, just out of my mind. Best night ever. Definitely best night ever. But fuck him for that. Like, I just wanted a little bit. He's like, no, it'll be funny if you take more than everybody else. Yeah. But again, so I guess I don't have a favorite party drug. And who hasn't like done a little blow back in college in their day, but you can't really do it anymore. Look at his face. You really can't do it anymore. Father of the year. No, you can't do it anymore. It's too scary. With fentanyl and all that stuff. But no, definitely not a downer gal. What else? I can't think of. Always been a booze gal, if that's not a drug, but the Molly thing. One time, I believe, in college as well, somebody told me it was Molly, and I think I've done Molly maybe a total of 3 times in my life, all in college. And I found out later, I believe it was meth. Best night of my life. Because, like, this is great. Like, I mean, this is wonderful. But thankfully, I don't have an addictive personality. And I didn't know it was meth. Thought it was Molly. So, I don't know. Another party drug? I definitely can't. I can do a little weed now. That's not a party drug, though. But weed's been different since whatchamacallit. Weed is different. Like when I was in high school and like the first time I smoked pot or something, I'm like, again, take me to the hospital. My throat's closing up. But like if Steve and Garrett come over and they bring like a little joint, like I can take a puff of it and not like fucking freak out. But I'm not good. I'm really not good with drugs. I have a bit of anxiety. What other drugs are there? What other party drugs are there? I don't know. Let's ask Rekieta. Never in my life would I think to do a whippet. That's different. That's weird. That's a strange thing. I saw the weird Steve-O documentary. I'm like, what in the fuck is this? So, good God. Imagine my concern. Smoke weed every day. Sounds fun. It was fun. I think it was meth. A buddy of mine, too. Like, we didn't know what the fuck we were doing in college. He came back to my house. He's like, I'm going to go get some weed. And he like went down to a street called Line Street. And this was not the nice part of Charleston. He came back with what looked like fucking, I could not tell you what drug it is. That's not even weed. Like I didn't even want the weed. He just showed back up at my house. I had sort of an open door policy. It was sort of like, you know, it was like Friends. Just come on in. I'm like, that's like he went to get weed, and what even is that? We stared at it. It looked like baby's teeth. He's like, should we do it? I'm like, what even is it? We don't even know how to do whatever that is. It was probably like I just put it in my refrigerator. It sat there for a year. We still don't know what it was. We're drinkers. Oh, Miss Brennan. See? No way. No way. My first girlfriend from when I was 13 from weed laced with fentanyl. This is why. Again, I'm too anxious. Even weed? It fucking happens. This is how it happens to people. So yeah. But this man, he's not on drugs at all. You can't get fentanyl from a whippet can, I guess. So 2 days ago made it 4 years. That's wild. Like legal weed though? I don't even know. Like we just did a fucking comedy show at a weed dispensary, and I'm like, "Are you all high?" They're like, okay. If you buy it like at a thing like that, I can't imagine. But fuck, that even terrified me. So party drugs. To answer your question, Drewy, terrifying to do Molly, but like once you lean into it, I would never do it again, ever. Who the fuck knows now? But once you're in it, I guess you just go like, all right, that's fine. I feel like I'm too. Also, I have Wolf Parkinson's white. I have which I found out after I graduated college. It's where I have a heart condition where I have an extra electrical pathway in my heart, and they tried to do an ablation, but they said, you know, if we fucked with it, you might have to have a pacemaker or something. But if you ever end up, that's why every time I end up in the ER, they admit me because they're like, oh my God, there's something wrong with your heart, which is terrifying. But he's like, no, it's okay. It conducts slowly. So, you just tell them that it conducts slowly. I'm like, well, thank you for doing this elective surgery on me, I guess. So I don't think that I would ever thank God I was okay the times that I did experiment with party drugs, but God, I would never do that again. And of course, it's like a very rare goddamn like heart thing. Isn't that weird? Of course. It's like 1 in every 100,000 people has Wolf Parkinson's white. And also, need I like let me tell you, saying me going to a doctor and them saying, "Have you ever heard of Wolf Parkinson's white before?" First of all, the name Parkinson's is in it. I'm like, I'm all right, fuck me forever. No. They're like, it's not that. I'm like, oh, thank God. You just have a weird heart problem. So so no. Thank God I lived through the party drugs that I did do. That's all. Hi DS. Haven't seen it. Remembering that scene in Dirty Grandpa where Zac Efron got excited just he just smoked crack. That's another thing. See, it's like that always reminds me of what is it? Wolf of Wall Street. Smoke crack with me, brother. Like he's like, what? And then he goes, okay, these I run like fucking lions. See? That's how I felt when they gave me more Molly than everyone else. I was like, take me to the hospital. Then I'm like, yes, it's the best day ever. But you don't do that past college, and you certainly don't do anything else once you realize that you have Wolf Parkinson's white. Did I overshare? Let's continue. Sorry we didn't get to anything else. We're just having fun. He's just saying nothing.
Oh,
What is he even doing? Okay, he's still watching it. All right. He is just thinking.
I recommend it. I recommend it. If you could put rice with it too.
You just throw some rice in there. Don't wantonly throw rice around.
It's like when I thought it was Molly and it was actually meth. I found out. I thought it was crack. I didn't even realize you had to smoke crack. You know who told me that? Rich Voss. I'm like, I think I smoked crack once. Or no, I'm sorry. I think I did crack once. He's like, I'm like, it was a crystal. And they told me it was Molly. It was like and then I just was like running around in circles. He's like, you have to smoke crack. You have to smoke crack, Keanu. I'm like, okay. So it wasn't that. I deduced it was meth. If I didn't know I had Wolf Parkinson's white. Well, no. Yeah, come on. You gotta, I still wouldn't do it. Who knows? That shit's addictive. Look at this guy. He's ever done crack. Just on whippets. They don't show up on drug tests. What? DS, serious question. You guys are cracking me up. What would have happened if it was Parkinson's black? Wolf Parkinson's black? I think it was the name of the man. It would nothing else it would have been the same thing. Say the man was named Wolf Parkinson's black, then I would have Wolf Parkinson's black disease. I don't want to call it a disease. It doesn't hinder my life. But it was traumatizing. If I go to the hospital, I used to call it medical hotel. If I was just feeling bad, because I will have like sort of like a racing heart sometimes, or especially if I was like in my party days, they would admit me. They'd be like, oh my God, she's dying. I'm like, what's wrong? But it's because I have because I have Wolf Parkinson's white. But they didn't tell me that for like, I mean, and I would be in the like, they would admit me after like my heart rate went down, but my heart rate goes up if I just like get nervous anyway. But when I'm nervous or whatever, then they look at it, they're like, take her up to the 4th floor, like put the fucking paddles on her. I'm like, what's going on? Making me more nervous. So they would admit me for like 4 days till they figured out, okay, yeah, it's an arrhythmia issue. It's a very rare thing. So anybody that says I like to do drugs all the time, you're wrong. I have Wolf Parkinson's white. So why would I do that to myself? He would have been addicted to crack for sure. No, I mean, I can't imagine. I would have been like, apparently there's a reason people get addicted to it, right? Back to Whip It Boy. Then we're leaving. That was funny, wasn't it, Nikki?
AJ, aka Abreen says, I was going to ask for another fat shaming, but after seeing this, I'm good to not eat for a week.
That's just sad.
Carazola, I just had a dream where my entire extended family found my NSFW stash, and I can confidently say this is more awful. This is so gross. It's a little tough to bear. Just throw anything in there. I know, it's like, yeah, you can put rice in there, probably some noodles. Like, so you can't tell you're twirling chicken. Why is your chicken doing that, bro?
I swear to God, I had that queued up. I had the guy queued up for later for him to be a guest, and I just ruined it. But we can't go later now because it's been almost 4 hours. Can you imagine? Because I was going to do like a total thing with this guy. Like this. Oh. It was all yellow. Oh, what the... What the fuck? What the fuck? This is my friend. I don't have my hands on her breasts. I'll save it for another day. Okay, we can't watch him anymore. We have to go. We have to go. This has been cute, though. This has been really fun. Really, honestly. I had so much to get to, including that. I can't sit here and watch this man just like fucking sweat to death. I don't know. It's too sad even for me. All right. It's like, it's enough. It's very sad. And I don't want to make him any more nervous than he already is. This has been really fun. I'm sorry we didn't get to Chloe. I'm sorry we didn't get to this guy. Oh no. I've been caught. You know what I'll do? I'll duck down. I will duck down. Look at the stars. Look how they shine for you. Everything. Oh my God, what the fuck? I'll save it. I'll save it for the next time. This has been fun. Thank you. Pretty antisocial show for the free t-shirt. I love it. And I'm not hating on y'all, but we can have a difference of opinion. And thank you, JJ, for, where is it? Thank you, JJ, for my Iron Maiden shirt. Thank you so much. I love it so much. It really is so cute. This has been really fun. All right. Ugh. What do I have to do tomorrow? Maybe I'll get to what I wanted to get to today about our dear friend who has been cheating on his wife. I'm not talking about Rekieta. The Andy Byron and Khloe Kardashian talking about Rob tomorrow. Maybe I'll do a stream tomorrow. And of course, you have to look forward to the newest episode of Keanu Cast, and boy, do we get into it. Maybe I think I'll premiere it. You know what? I'll fucking premiere it right now. I don't care. Subscribe here if you're not subscribed. Become a member if you're not a member. And I will see you guys on the flippity flop. You guys are the eel sips, the cat's pajamas, and the bee's knees. Thank you for all the super chats. Thank you for hanging out with me. Kiki out. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.